Salah tadi, apa nih? Setting OBS salah. Reset stream. Anjir lah, mana yang tadi udah diposting lagi di Twitter, bangke. Posting lagi dah. Ya, selamat sore semuanya. Hari ini salam kenal, kembali lagi bersama Suki Miyakaide, fans Berat Gen G semenjak tahun 19-an ya. Seperti yang kalian tahu, aku fans banget terhadap tim Gen G ini. Jadi hari ini kita tentu saja akan mendukungnya dengan sepenuh hati. Mic gue nyala gak sih? Guys, kedengeran tidak coy? Halo? Aman, siap. Saya kembali bermain game terbaik, Real Kahmin. Hoax anjir, si Sonen, malas gua.
And just have to see what the draft is going to have for us.
That's actually an interesting thing because they've kept the roster the same and your coach has gone to the other side.
Yeah.
He knows all your strategies.
Exactly.
Unless you're just shaking them up.
True. Wonder what it's going to mean. It's like Vikla every time he's like, I'm just so scared of Teemo mid. And Ryu's just like, Chovy, it's Teemo mid time. He looks like he's just been told to play Teemo mid. I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, you know what?
Mana Faker sir?
For you, Ryu.
Faker pensi dia main Mobile Legends
you have to start a relationship and just trust fall, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe the Teemo mid's gonna be the way to make it happen.
Honestly, I feel like the coach was like so confident. He just came to me and went, trust me on this. Teemo mid, it's a thing. The sheer goal to suggest that, I feel like...
the problem is, he's saying it to Chovy.
Berarti ini jatuhnya Ryu lawan mantan timnya sendiri ya.
To his detriment.
How many times did he have to say no?
Well, I mean, Violet would say no to the team at bottom lane.
Volta, welcome back to membership.
We'll just have to see.
Real kocak, gue baru ngechat sama Ina.
This was one of my matches of the week, to be perfectly honest, and I did have a peek at what games we have coming up. So, fun one. Tomorrow we've got the Telecom War. That could go, you know, a few extra games. I imagine that
it always does something. We don't know what it's gonna do, but it always does something.
Yeah, and it's likely that T1 wins. Winning in 3 games, I could see that.
Ryu melawan mantan timnya sendiri.
Man, that's up in the air with the amount of coach voicing going on.
Si Edo ini tahu gak? Dia tadinya coach itu tahu apa nih? King of Clash of King ya? Bang bisa ya beta Clash of King dipakai di LoL aja.
That's all over the place. That's guaranteed 3-gamer. And then Gen G versus DK.
That's a 3-gamer.
That's a 3-gamer.
Cek akun kocak dulu main Lucian. Cok, aku friendlist ku unfriend semua aja.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then
sekarang kan ada room number.
Like easily 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Very last game. Bro versus KT. Now,
oh no, do you know what's gonna happen?
We're gonna get there. It's gonna be perfect week, and the pros they're gonna be down 15,000 gold in game 2.
Dia pick second pick blue side kah?
From the brink, they're gonna save the perfect week, and they're gonna get a reverse sweep, and then Dagon's gonna be so happy he's gonna lose his mind because he somehow gets his prediction right.
It's KT. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna.
Oh no, they're gonna lose 0-2. No.
You know.
Oh, that's
such a aku di unfriend sombong gitu. Kagak pada main anjir.
I don't think so. I can't remember one. If we did.
Yeah, it seems like a rare occurrence.
Chat, let us know if you can remember the perfect
member
week.
Tinggal add lagi Ella.
They've all kind of melded into one. For me, I'm not going to lie to you. We've had plenty of 6-game days, and we've had lots of them in a row, but I don't think an entire week has actually happened. So we've got some bands coming through though as we jump
Waktunya
into
unpaid
Champion
membership
Select.
gitu,
BNK did
ngambekan,
have the right
anjir.
of first selection.
Oh, and they chose second.
They chose second pick and therefore got the red side as well. So this is just
Whoa.
regular, like,
Second pick on red
Be
side?
epic.
That's crazy.
it is
Malphite
crazy.
Jazz
Yeah,
always
but it just might
permaben.
That's not something we see very often anymore.
It's the year of Vickler, okay? Don't
Lagian
stop believing.
si Jazz,
Okay,
I would
we're
never.
on a
Jazz itu
journey
win
together.
rate-nya kalau nggak salah 10% deh kemarin. Yang menang pakai Jazz cuma satu orang aja seluruh season
Wow,
tahun ini.
into Gen G. That's a choice.
Yeah.
Is it Orianna for Trophy? I think it is. I think he likes Orianna in the matchup.
Yeah, and he is talking right now, so perhaps deciding which one to take. Or I mean,
Karena
maybe you're in a
donatur
different
selalu benar,
direction. You're like, we're
benar
fine
sekali
leaving
sih.
it, because there
Donatur
is
mah
a lot
boleh
of
ngatur
choices
sih, real
available.
sih.
Ooh, never mind.
No, he's like,
Anjir,
oh,
Chofi
and he's
main
a Vickler.
Azir.
Actually, that's very valid.
Orianna
Deny
free.
is here for Vickler.
Orianna
I think
free.
that's a very respectable choice.
What
And
was
immediately,
snap blocking?
yeah, and okay.
Anjir,
they
kagak
are
diambil
picking
Orianna nya,
Pantheon.
Cok.
One issue with this though, Vi is still available.
Vickla
I think
sudah
Gen G
gila
just
kah?
take Vi in answer to
Do you think
Yunara.
Canyon plays Vi?
I think he does.
Oh, okay.
I think that is something he has been known to play before, and we've seen him do it many a time.
Well, thanks for that. That's why we pay the big bucks.
SLE
Yeah,
kenapa
I think
dia
that'd be a
bapuk
good pickup
banget?
here just to make
Hanwha
sure you
Live
have
tuh
a
kayaknya
20
kagak
CC.
ada shot
They want
callernya
the
deh.
bulky first for Ruler, which has been something he is.
Emang
leaned on
tahun
quite
lalu
heavily
shot
last year,
callernya
and
siapa ya?
will undoubtedly continue to do
Viper
so.
kah? Kayak Viper
Yep.
deh.
Also, Corki has been pretty good in the Yunara matchup.
Hanwha Live itu kayaknya nggak ada shot callernya dah. Mending Zeus
So
aja
we're
kali.
locking that one away. No Nico to be paired alongside it or anything like that. But I imagine like it's got to just be a Vilock in here, right?
Yeah.
Hawkmock, emang Hawkmock tidak dead game.
Interesting because you know she has a free
Dukung
dash,
mana?
which pops her ultimate. So not necessarily
Dukung
as
Fear X.
effective. Maybe hoping to potentially look to punish a future Orianna pick, right?
Oh.
Zeus emang sabi shot caller. Dari lihat aja tadi yang shot callernya Zeus semua.
Thank you.
Udah Zeus
And
aja
Orianna
sih
pick
shot
coming
callernya.
through. I was also thinking like Talia is a potential option. Talia has a lot of value here. We often see it
Initiatornya
into the
Zeus,
Azir
kocak.
and good like disrupting the Jarvan. And also good with the Pantheon, but they've committed to this Lulu now, so I imagine Talia is going to be banned by Gen G. Nautilus is going to be denied here. I think that makes a lot of sense as well. Maybe the Alistair also something Dur is good at and something that has that.
Gimana caranya Baron laner shot caller Jir? Bisa kocak.
Expected. I imagine that the Orianna is likely to be leaving as well.
Abis
I think Pantheon, Lulu, Orianna
yang ngapa-ngapain
sounds
dia semua aja
ridiculous,
tadi.
with, like Pantheon jumping in after a man drop.
Zeka
then
ya
gets
main
all that
assassin
and
kocak,
wild
apalagi
growth.
assassin
That
shot
is a
caller
lot
gimana
of
assassin.
augmentation. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Is Gwen going to be taken away as well? But I do think
Zeus gak main
Gen G
sideline sih, dia mainnya champion.
they
Kan
wouldn't
dia main
mind,
Rek'Sai,
like a Corki,
Gwen.
Alistair type lane here, and if you hold on to a Silas pickup, like save Vickla's pick until last, then
Besok gak live,
This Silas
besok
angle is
besok
kind of
aku
absurd
kerja
this
besok. Besok aku akan menjadi
could be,
co-streamer
scary.
LCP yang baik dan
Style
benar.
ban comes through. I mean, if you
Sudah
ban the
saatnya
Gwen, then
besok
maybe they are suggesting that they're gonna pick up
melakukan
tank here in this
LCP
situation,
duty.
but it's probably going to be just a mid lane pickup here and then save that tank for counter pick, especially given they picked second pick.
yeah.
The assumption is they are putting a lot of emphasis on this top lane pick.
Udah lama
That's
gue
right.
gak nonton KD sampai sekarang gak update lagi. Masih ada yang nanya avatar anjir.
There is nothing wrong with an R4 Renekton, okay? I have spent a lot of my career saying that it's not
Baru
necessarily
tahu gue setahu gue Baron yang shot caller cuma G2 Broken Blade.
As it is going to be the Cassante locked in.
I don't get this, right? You know, you go for second pick.
Kalau Broken
so you
Blade bukan
have
ke shot
last
caller
pick,
sih,
counter
dia
pick.
kayak lebih ke
and give it to
laporan
the
gitu
year
loh.
of Vickla, man.
But you already
Dia
know
tiap mau mati kan laporan
Yeah,
gitu.
no, but you don't
Bang,
know
saya mau
whether they're gonna pick a cow.
mau mati dulu.
And you really wanna
Lapor
hold
gitu
that
ke tim.
Silas opportunity.
Itu bukan shot caller
Yes.
namanya.
Nah, man, it's genius.
Ya nggak sih?
Yep, Croc going to be locked in here, most likely, as Ruler is hovering that one. Pretty understandable here
Maksud
for
kamu di sini tidak menguntungkan, bukan gitu. Kalau gue streamer terkenal boleh lah main Hawkmock dapat sesuatu. Streamer kecil dapat apa anjir?
Test the theory, Duro.
Mending saya main LUL.
He's just going to play Rel or something like that, right? Or Nami. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's probably
Kalau
not
stream
the
Sevo
Silas angle that I was
besok,
talking about. But I was
yoi.
really excited about the potential
Besok
Silas
Sevo
angle,
lawannya
okay?
lumayan
Nami's
seru
going to be
sih.
locked in.
TSW
And we've
kan ya?
seen this Nami Corki
TSW
lane
apa?
before. Was it actually
Oh bentar,
Duro
TSW
and
lawan
Ruler that played it earlier on?
SFG. Apa lawan TSW bener?
I can't remember who
Bentar.
did it, but it's not the first time that we've had it here in the LCK Cup.
Maybe it was T1.
Lihat schedule
I don't
dulu,
remember
Pak.
100%, I'll be honest. But we definitely have seen it, you're right.
Oh, the Akali.
Oh, CFO besok lawan
Yeah, I mean,
Jepang.
we've seen the Akali be really strong,
Ah,
but
seru
it's gonna be
tuh.
a lane where you don't really have prio.
Ya kali CFO kalah
Bot
Jepang.
lane, I feel like you're just
Tidak
struggling
masuk
early
akal
in
sih.
mid bot in terms of prio. You get bullied out a little bit, and also I feel like you go second pick. and
Mending main
go for
TFT
this
kayak sama
last pick
Kuro.
Akali,
Kagak bisa.
and
I'm
you kinda
peri
deny your
dam
top laner
lah.
counter pick.
Suruh main gituan
I
anjir.
don't agree with that. I think if you go on the second pick, and in that situation when you know the mid champion on the opposite side, I think you'd be far
Mending
better
main
off
lul.
giving your top lane a counter pick, is my personal opinion of it, and ensuring Clay has like a favorable matchup over Keen.
Vikla main
I just don't
Akali.
think you're nearly,
Ini kayak lagi
Vikla
limit
biased
testing
enough.
ya. Oriana nggak dipakai.
I just think Vikla's good enough to pick earlier.
Oh, I like how you spam that.
That's my angle.
Oh, that was beautiful.
MC
Yeah.
stream dapat
Politics.
clean
That
fit
was
gak
so
deh?
well
Clean fit
played.
tuh apaan?
Gorgeously done. Navigated it beautifully. And so
Insentif.
did BNK. I
Kagak
actually
kocak
quite
dapat
like the
izin
BNK
doang.
draft. I think that Yunara Lulu is the best Yunara lane that you can have. It also manages to go toe-to-toe relatively comfortably. With a Nami on the other side, though, I think that the Gen G bottom lane will be able to fight this time around, especially with the power of early game Corki. But like you were saying,
Dapat 2M, makasih mas. Nah, eta. Mending kalau dimakasihin, dikirim copy strike aja.
And I just want to believe that we can get the perfect week continued here today.
Pantheon.
So we need one win for BNK Fearex, and then they don't need to worry about it further. Let's get on to the Rift here for game 1.
Let's go. JG sih harusnya gak mungkin kalah ya. Kali kalah lawan rookie bos.
Calm down, Big Lord.
Chovy gak mungkin kalah sama Vikla kan. Malu-maluin kalau kalah sama Vikla.
Different champions though. The Rise did better.
Yeah, but it was the same situation.
Chovy
Vikla just
kalah
walked
sama
up in that
Vikla
rush
malu-maluin
and
sih.
choked out the opponent. So Vikla knowing the Akali tech that Zaka was going for.
Walk at them.
Yeah, getting the electrocute early and putting the lane in a much better situation.
Aku
I will say, so bot lane
pengen
will be
restream
favored towards Gen G
ML
in
kayak lagi
2v2,
seru dramanya,
but
tapi kagak
there was some
ngerti
serious
championnya.
main character energy
Males
in
ngapalin
this
skillnya
game, I
lagi.
feel. There's no super
Kalau mau restream
reliable
ML,
lockdown for him. Like Renekton has to get on top of you. Chovy has
skill
to get
championnya
close to
kagak
you.
tahu cu.
You know, the Nami CC and the Jarvan CC is outplayable. There is a lot of
Topan
CC,
ada.
but it's not like a Norlis or a Vi where there's no outplay potential. So it's one of those games, if you're popping off, you can carry, but you really have to
Gimana sih
play
cara
at a high
matiin
level 'cause
notif
you
window?
are
Bete
gonna
banget
be
gue
the focus,
sumpah.
right?
Kadang udah ku
for the
matiin
enemy team.
pas
Yep.
PC-nya ku reset, nyala lagi anjir.
Okay, Clear is already having a little bit of trouble into the Keen Crocodile at level 2. That doesn't bode all that well.
We normally talk about level 3 for the Renekton being a big point, but you know, get started early, why not?
Yeah. That is, yep. Keen, pretty good.
Ya, ntar aku restream
Vikla finding some angles though.
restream
as we see
M7
here.
ngapain gitu.
Looking to try and electrocute the
Oh
Emperor
lihat
Shurima
itu
as often as he can.
champion yang muter-muter setelah
As Clear is gonna
menggunakan
have to go
skillnya.
through some consumables. He's doing fine as far as farm is concerned, as we can see here. Only behind just a little bit, but using his
Kesante.
health bar as a resource.
Zeus
pretty
make Gwen tadi lawan Kesante
extravagant thus far.
jago loh anjir.
Honestly, Diablo and Kellen get some early prio
Kesante
here.
diketekin sama Gwen.
And
Tapi emang
showing off
counternya sih ya.
Duro and Ruler.
Yep, they did have to invest the heal and barrier in order to get this.
Di audio AMP itu apaan?
That's a lot of
Bawaan
wins.
window
Look at
ya.
old Kirky. 5 in a row.
F Daus,
Not too
welcome
bad.
to Carbit.
Right now, though,
Selamat datang,
struggling a little
selamat
bit in the
menjadi
lane
Carbit.
for now. And Canyon on his red buff now. It's going to be the last camp that he has to deal with before he looks for a crap.
Yeah,
Amplifier, itu apaan?
Ruler going Jack of all trades.
Bro,
and no
berani
cashback,
pick Kesante di
so
depan
this is really common
Solikin.
on Jack of all trades, you get it really easily. I think
Tapi
it's like
jujur ya, Kim tuh
after-
sebenarnya
I think it's like
jarang menang early loh.
item number 3, like you don't need the
Dia
full
tuh
3
justru
items.
value-nya di team fight gak sih?
Bubble. Remember, no barrier here on Diablo.
this is
Taking a
pretty bad.
lot
Kalau
of
Kin
damage
ya.
from Ruler. And remember, the Nami has ebb and flow, so there is healing
Kalau
in this
soal
lane,
team
and there
fight,
is
Kin
no healing
sih.
on the side of BNK.
Yeah, I
Just
think
shields.
if I'm Diablo and Kellen, I want to push that wave in and reset.
That would be a good idea. We do have Dura going back home as well, actually holding on to the heal. As we do have a Pantheon making his way down.
This
Can't
is
quite
risky.
avoid turret shots anymore.
Yeah, this is risky because those health bars are low.
Selamat menjadi Karbit,
See whether
selamat
the Raptor
datang.
can actually tank this one up and
Oke,
get
Raptor
out.
mulai
This is
dive
Valkyrie. It is
awal,
going to work
tapi
out
yang
very, very
terjadi
nicely.
adalah
Here's Rule.
malah
Likely to go down first. First blood does
mati.
go to
Let's
Diablo. And
go.
Ruler is dead. Canyon makes
That
his
is my
way in. He's going to be
Pantheon.
able to take out the
Let's go.
kill, but that does take money away from the bottom lane and puts it into the jungle.
Yeah, honestly, I said it was risky. They managed to pull it off. Being KFRX, you're happy with how that played out. You get the kill onto your AD carry. You deny farm from Ruler.
Apakah ini
That's
posko
exactly what we
kemenangan
hoped
di
for in that
FX?
situation. I said,
Sorry,
this
boss.
lane from the Corki
Gen G
Nami
is going to win
should be
world,
winning
man.
out early.
For real,
but the
for
sustained
real.
damage from the Yunara Lulu, I think Diablo and Kellon just playing the 2v2 really well. And we talked about last year them being strong. And I think here, so Raptor gets the Q onto both targets. He's the one tanking. And Kellon gets aggro second, flashes away
my
so
God.
low. So everything going well for them. I think also the fact they
Bete
use
Super
those
Panther
combat
lagi
summoners
agak
for
naik ya?
tempo early.
Ya, banyak kok yang
Yeah,
pakai
remember
di
back
pro player juga.
Despite Gen G being so
Pantheon support.
dominant last year,
Di LCP kemarin ada yang pakai Zahen support aja.
2v2 kills, yeah, for a good portion of the season.
Ground
So,
Zero ya,
until, like,
Ground
Legend
Zero
and
pakai
Rise Group, like,
Zahen support
it was
agak
Diablo and Kellon with
agak
that
simping
stat
ya,
for the majority,
aneh sih.
And it was a very large number. Like, these two were just taking names in that bottom lane. It was when bottom lane wasn't necessarily as impactful. Obviously, they were still main characters, but without the quests and things like that, I feel like playing for lane control has been even more exemplified.
Soyuza,
this
welcome
season.
to Karbit.
Yeah.
Maaf, namanya salah.
So we'll see whether they can continue to make it work. Right now, doing okay. As Vikla makes his way back to lane, does have the perfect execution now put together, and is feeling pretty comfy in this lane.
Zahen buat engage sama ngeharas kali niatnya. Tapi
almost even.
jelek. Kayaknya
And so that means that
fungsi dia di support tuh bisa digantiin sama kayak
it's Keen with the most
itu
farm
deh.
on the map.
if you take stock
Sama
of the game,
Nautilus dah.
I think the fact that bot lane is doing well,
Literally, you
mid
can
lane is
do
even
that with
farm,
Nautilus.
top lane's a little behind, but you know, you're Cassante, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I think
Zahen
KFRX
support
are pretty happy
sih
with how things are going so
agak
far.
Yep. Feeling like they are
mungkin niatnya ngurangin
having a
champion
good time.
pool
That being
kali ya.
said,
Bisa jadi
something
sih.
does go wrong in the mid
Mereka
game.
mereka sepede itu buat main 4 champion. Mereka mengorbankan satu champion untuk buang champion pool mungkin. Gak ngerti dah gue.
More of our games we've seen kind of have a slow laning phase. It's really hard to have that pressure just because you have home guards available and fast from so early. So even if you do get lane advantages, it's hard to really amount to a ton. And then it comes down to those mid-game team fights. You know, these dragon fights.
Ya kalau Pantheon support mending gitu. Sisinya point click gitu loh, enak kan? Point click sisi. Terus dia bisa immune. Rotasinya juga cepet.
No, not quite. First one going to be an Ocean there as well, so no Ocean Souls this game. Just feeling pretty good. That one's the least whelming, I would say. There's Diablo looking for a little bit of a reset here himself. Ruler to pick up this minion wave and has actually recovered quite nicely in this lane.
Ya, ada Blitzcrank, ada Trash lebih bagus. Fungsinya sama gak sih Trash sama Zahen kalau di support mah. Bagus. Trash malah enak bisa ngehook temen.
And is going to be able to put a little hatchet together, but not too much
Tapi
more.
you know what? Tahu gak apa?
There is a
Di match itu tim yang pakai Zahen support menang.
And man, this
matchnya
is just feeling
roundnya kalah sih, tapi matchnya menang.
Right now is clean.
Emang jenius ya.
He's gone to the bathroom.
They're just aura farming.
Yeah, I think so. The full hold position. You love to see it. Cletus decides that he doesn't even need that particular CS.
Yeah.
I like that.
Still sacrifice. Has 2 biscuits in pocket as well, so...
Yeah, Bramblevest is also done, so he's actually pretty tanky. Keen having a very good time.
Kangen Pike sih, tapi kayak Pike nggak bakal jarang dipakai sih.
One item coming on through. As Clear does finish off all these minions, he's 10 behind, but if he retains that, I think it's going to be a-okay.
I think a strong Renekton is just
kalau Zahen di pasifnya bang, kalau tim Pike revive-nya nggak ngotak kalau stack pasifnya aktif. Tapi stacknya juga panjang kan, nggak kayak Darius yang bisa di-abuse.
I think Renekton is just so problematic for their comp to deal with.
Yeah.
Kalau musuhnya pinter, ya ngejauh.
Oh, Chovy rotating down towards his bottom side. As the Dragon hasn't been started up just yet. Looks like Grubs were just taken here by Gen G. Actually, one of them was left alive.
BW kalau nggak salah coachnya Ryu, dia pindah ke Genji. Iya, Ryu pindah ke Genji, coachnya BNK diganti sama coachnya Clash Royale
Did
katanya.
he take them all? No, he didn't. He did leave one.
Ini bukan bercanda BTW, seriusan.
Okay,
Si Edo mantan coach Clash Royale katanya.
Yeah, little heal to get him out of
Emang
range
Clash
there.
Royale MOBA ya?
Okay, slow and steady. Very even as far as gold is concerned. As Canyon going to witness that his red buff is gone. That was pretty cute there from Raptor. Now he can possibly start off this dragon, but it will be fully known by
Ternyata ada battle di
Gen G.
mid, what?
It's Canyon moving down towards his bottom side. Diablo susceptible right now, but does have double summoners available.
Yeah, now we're seeing some good trades come out from Rule and Duro.
Oh, Vikler is in
Halo
here as well.
Nuria.
This is dangerous. Canyon taking a little bit of damage, but
Oh,
Diablo,
so low.
yeah, I'm a little bit worried. He's very much trusting his barrier that he has available here. Is Canyon?
Oke,
will he go
BFX
for a
mendapatkan
steal?
the first Drake.
Oh my god!
Wah,
Okay,
si Canyon.
that's not allowed. It was down to 30 health.
Wah,
Yeah,
wah,
Yeah, Raptor didn't have smite.
gak gitu
yeah.
sih.
But the thing is, like, when you're playing Pantheon,
Yeah.
Itu
you
pakai
have
apa?
execute in your
Gak pakai
queue,
smite
so...
ya?
Oh, he's caught out
Oh
now.
dear, this is all
Gak
bad
pakai
news here
smite
for
aja.
Raptors. Even Duro's making his way up. Vikler finding an angle though. Perfect execution comes down as Canyon's in
Okay,
trouble.
Vikler.
Doesn't
Okay,
quite
Vikler.
find enough damage, but
Okay,
there's the
Vikler.
wild growth, and it will be Canyon
Okay,
falling
Vikler.
down. Flash to get Vikler out of the way.
Damn,
And he also
alright.
has the Whimsy shield, so the Akali on the board.
They were really not happy about him stealing away the dragon, so Vikler made him pay for it.
It was almost like Raptor going from bad to worse there though, because he
Clash
could
Royale
have
mah
got
kayak
picked
lempar
off after
kartu
losing
Platon
the
gitu,
battle
terus
to a
gelut kan
flag.
Platonnya.
Oh my
Gak
goodness.
tahu ya, aku
you
gak
would not
main.
be happy about that, but I mean, it's crazy that the dragon steal actually came in.
Apakah
30
Karbit
HP,
emang fans
Pantheon
Genji
will execute on the queue.
garis
Normally he's
Karbit?
enough to secure that,
Ace,
but,
aku selalu
Canyon
fans
does end up
Genji, bos.
paying for that fight that comes after.
Darah
And Vikler getting the
dagingku
kill
tuh
in particular
covi.
is a big boon for BNK Fear.
Darah
So
dagingku CS beratin.
gold still even, but getting some nice gold on their Akali.
Baru
We'll see
first
the replay
dragon
here.
sih,
80
harusnya
HP, I think
harusnya
I saw as
chill lah
well.
ya.
Was it
Kesampah
the
satu
Q
doang.
came in?
They
Oh,
tried to sync
30
their
kena
Qs
bendera
together,
ya?
Vikler and Raptor,
Anjir,
and
kena
the
bendera.
timing was good, it's just there was miscalculated on the damage.
Yeah, didn't quite work out. Well, Emperor's Divide does throw him
Rotasi
back,
lebih
but,
rebit ML atau
Vikler
LOL?
comes in, finds the angle, waits pretty well. and
Gak tau ya,
managing to
aku
hit
main
that
ML
Shuriken backflip
masih low
was
tier
the
sih, jadi
demise of Canyon,
tapi aku
even if
rasa ML
the initial
kayak
salvo
lebih
wasn't quite
gampang
enough.
deh.
And Kellen comes in and provides a lot of health.
Bedanya di ML
For
tuh
Vikler
roamer
keep
susah ada main roamer sumpah.
You're a Vikler, baby.
Aku masih
Alright.
mending main
He's
jungle
got
di
that
ML daripada
gunblade
main
on
roamer.
the go.
Capek banget main roamer
Quite
di ML.
completed just yet. Does have most of the bits. And so it's still keen with a decent advantage. A little bit of a
Susah
lead
anjir
for
main
her,
roamer.
but otherwise BNK retain a lead across the board. And I think Cassante not going to be too worried. As you mentioned before, he's still just going to be Cassante as this game goes on. Already has his Thornmail complete.
Capek banget main roamer di
Feels
ML,
pretty good.
sumpah.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him like a little bit behind in farm. I mean, still is, and lost a couple of plates. But at this
Bro,
point, you
di
should just
LoL
be able to
aku
stabilize
biasanya main
on the
mid
Cassante.
sih.
It's not like the Gwen matchup.
Sekarang lagi sering main
last
jungle.
game where it's just
Lebih ke kepaksa sih aku main jungle.
Oh, there was a little bit
Karena
of a
timnya
replay scenario
badut,
here
kocak.
as we had Raptor making his way in, but Chovy did just get himself out of the way.
Biasanya sih kalau biasanya sih lebih suka main mid ya.
True.
But you're in Azir, so... I mean, the thing with losing your flash is I feel like more so for the Azir, it limits your playmaking, but it does your safety, just because you are so safe in general.
Penerus faker kah? Aduh,
And that is the thing with Gen
bisa
G.
gak ya?
They have
Gimana
everyone
nih cara
apart
daftar
from Duro has
LCK,
a
coy?
dash in their kit, and importantly, the carries are very safe.
Yeah.
Iya, jungle
Duro
kalau
definitely
public
the one who's
tuh
gonna get picked on, I feel
aneh
like,
gitu.
at
Dia
times. He is
dia
just like the
farming
freebie.
monster 24
Vikler
jam.
kinda like goes for ruler,
Tapi
just
gak
happens to
menghasilkan
accidentally
apa-apa
kill
gitu.
Duro on the
Objektif
way.
kagak dapet,
Yeah,
ngegeng
that is
kagak.
sort of the Nami way, isn't it?
Especially because he's gone the Dreammaker support item. Which,
Apakah
you know,
Karbit
you
pernah
get a lot of
challenger
value
ke
from
atas?
it, but
Gak pernah,
it's
anjir.
value for your 80 carries, not
When,
value
ya?
for you.
Yeah.
It's not slash your opposition. You're going to be squishy.
Yep. And I guess accepting that, you know, kind of makes some sense because even with Celestial
Kalau di
opposition,
jungle
I feel
supportnya
like
troll,
the
kalau
dudes
di
just
support
melt.
junglenya
Because
kocak, kalau
Nami
di mid
just
rata-rata hancur
does not
semua.
have
Tapi
the
setidaknya
most
mid
tanky
bisa maling
stats.
SPP lah kalau di
That's
mid
all
mah.
right. We are gonna toggle the
Asal
vision.
gold banyak,
Vikler might
KDA
be in a
banyak,
little bit of danger,
aman
but
lah
looks
harusnya.
like Nami and Java
Ngumpulin
lose interest.
protection.
Cheeky little Q does come on through that for clear, but
Kalau di jungle,
slices, dices, and acts all cool, and Keen is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Been pretty slow overall in this game, and as I said earlier, it's kind of just
Emang
been
mid
the pace of
ngaruh
games.
gede
It's
kah
been about
ke gameplay lo?
those setups, those
Jungle
skirmishes.
sih yang ngaruh banget mah.
And I feel like the fights in this one are going to be
Jungle
explosive.
sama top lane kataku mah.
Speaking of explosive, Ruler throwing a rocket over at Diablo.
Yeah, Mandy completed for Duro is a big spike. You know, we have Ardent Sensor on Kellen, which is obviously a buff for your sustained damage. But that's kind of how this matchup goes. Is that it's
Kangen
all
viewer
sustained damage
sebanyak
for
pas turnamen
Diablo, and
Mickey
the other
Mouse
side
kayak
Ruler's
deh.
like, okay, I fast one you hit rocket as
Enggak
well
sih.
with Mandy.
Kayak dikejar-kejar polisi main kalau viewer sebanyak ini.
It's a massive advantage. It's okay. In goes Vikla. Looks for the angle. There is the
Let's go!
It's the
Bro, Vikla kerasukan Zeta.
It's his year.
Chovy?
Solo killing Chovy.
Chovy?
Oh
Hello?
my god, okay. And now B&K looking
Chovy?
for another one. The flash forward, the wild growth as Diablo will take down the
Gen G?
Duro's dead as well, and Raptor was just there to watch.
Gen G?
Yeah, Vikla, it's the year of B&K Fear X. 3 kills across the board for them.
Gen G?
Chovy in the bot lane all taken down. It's a huge influx of gold and exactly where you want it as well.
Oh
Gen
my
G?
goodness. Diablo and Callan, we already said, right? These guys are known for the 2v2 kills. Unfortunately, Ruler and Duro fall victim to it, but Vikla finding a solo kill against Chovy, that's not on very many
That's a free
bingo cards.
dragon.
I was saying,
Nice.
normally for the Azir, losing the flash is more about the playmaking, the safety.
Tim apa nih? Tim baru kah?
Feeling the lack of flash
Tim
there.
ini tim paling kuat saat ini nih, BNK.
Beautifully done.
BNK Fear X. Literally the strongest stream, the strongest rookie team.
At the same time, so I think Clear is going to be having an even
Rookie
better time
terkuat
if they do
saat
manage
ini
to
nih.
stack up a few of those.
And the thing is, I was concerned
Bahkan kalau diadu sama G2 kayak masih menang ini sih, masih menang BFX sih. Sejujurnya ya. Walaupun aku fans
G2
G2.
in these matchups.
Yeah.
And now with the fact that Vikla and Diablo have massive leads, they're going to be in a great spot. So we'll see how this actually panned out. Raptor finds Canyon, which sort of keeps him busy. Vikla lands, goes in with the ult, lands the shuriken, follows his dash.
Gak usah boboy sih.
Yeah. And this is the thing, like if you do land that backflip,
Guys,
you either stay there,
curse gua
don't
aktif kah?
reactivate it, and kill the
Ini Gen G
Azir
kena
anyway.
curse
And
gua.
if the ults, then you get to kill him. The flash over the
Holy
tidal wave
shit.
as well.
That was great.
Langsung
Do not look
aktif
at the
loh
picture-in-picture
curse-nya.
and how we just died to Ruler. We did, don't want to see that. No.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
There's a bit of a bug with Diablo being dead.
This is why it's the year of Vikla specifically.
Yeah. Diablo wanted to make sure that we weren't confused.
They heard me say it was a year of B&K Fear X. He was like, no.
Yep.
It's Vikla.
Well, that was
Udah 15 menit tengah turretnya belum ada yang hancur, Jir.
in the situation, but not too much to be
Bang,
worried
aku
about.
pernah nonton satu match itu hampir sejam setengah BT. LCK Final.
Not much you can do to get out of the cataclysm.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Di LCK Final ada match sejam setengah BTW. Sekedar info aja nih.
For Ruler, so a big influx there. Yeah, I was saying that I felt like the Jarvan into the Yunara, not ideal, but when you don't have those dashes available,
Tim underdog kah? Nah, underrated sih, gak underdog sih. Soalnya mereka kuat sih.
Fiend Hunter bolts, and that gives them a ton of ultimate ability haste, which will
Tahu gak? Game yang sejam setengah itu tahu gak? First bloodnya menit ke berapa? First bloodnya menit ke 40. Menit ke 40 first blood. Dan aku nonton semuanya. Holy shit, that was banger.
Yeah, Celestial position might have been a good idea.
You know, it's not often we see Chovy really on the back foot like this.
First blood menit ke 40, bangke.
You know, maybe regretting that decision at this point. Not going for the upgraded mix, the extra defensive capability, because Vikla is just ruthless at the moment.
And you can sort of understand it. It's almost like Steel Caps would have been a better idea with the fact
Kok
that it's just Akali doing magic damage.
Kok Gen G kalah ya?
Still, Chovy gonna have to back away
Chovy
here.
main Azir loh.
And Diablo looking a little worse for wear. Gets the heal out of Kellen.
Chovy main Azir loh.
Back as the Rift Herald will be able to take down this mid outer turret.
Yeah, not sure how needed that was, but a little bit of an insurance
menit 40 baru first blood biasa itu mah. Nggak 40 menit juga sih, biasanya 20 udah ada gitu.
Who will be able to clear out some vision. Gen G certainly on the back foot right now.
Gen G kok nggak 3 tank lagi? Nggak tahu ya, lagi ngepur kali.
Trying to find Canyon here. Glitter lands to slow him down, but not by that
Nge-push
much.
turret sekarang gampang sih, ada kristal itu loh. Jadi tiap berapa menit towernya ada kristal gitu. Kalau kita ngehit kristalnya nanti kayak apa ya? Kayak demolish gitu lah.
3 kills in his pocket and 2 items.
Yep.
But it's still very much
Jadi
a game that
tiap
Gen G
tower tuh
can
nanti
win.
ada kristalnya
With the
gitu.
CC they have,
Nanti kalau
if it
kristal itu
connects,
dihit
right, I talked about this
langsung
earlier.
meledak gitu loh.
Okay, that shows
Bar
Jovi's
ini
I was
bar
gonna
towernya.
say, what's happened?
Nge-push
But the
sekarang
CC
metanya
that
split
Gen G
push gak
has,
sih
it's
harusnya?
not reliable,
Tower
right? It's not
tower
point
gampang
click.
hancur sekarang.
A lot of it you need to be either in range to land it, like the redaction stun or the Emperor's Divide, or it's, you know, stuff like the Jarvan
Tuh, kan mid ada kristalnya tuh.
CC that you have to like land.
Terus kalau di hitter langsung
But it
meledak,
also means if you connect
pecah
that
gitu
CC,
loh
you're
kristal.
very capable of winning a fight, even if you are at a bit of a deficit. So Gen G's still fine now, but you know, Duro losing the flash, Chovy missing a cannon.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things that are pointing towards
Kemarin
this
KT
being
versus Gen G sih
not
Aram 20
necessarily
menit
the Gen
kayak
G that we were expecting.
KT lawan Gen G kagak seru sih itu.
Slow at the beginning of this season
Dibantai
because
KT.
obviously they were firing on all cylinders the entire year in 2025.
Korki bisa match up sama Yunara ya? Dari
Yeah,
dulu
that's true.
sih.
Last week maybe they were like,
Korki
no,
mah.
let's chill out, guys.
This is the only other team.
Korki selalu jadi pilihan sih ADC-nya apapun jenisnya.
Roster advantage, and now they've met their match.
Yeah.
Kecuali lawan Ezreal kali ya.
Their same roster.
We just didn't realize quite how powerful DNK were. Local value coming on through here as Canyon turns up, but so does Raptor. 3v3 in the mid lane.
Okay, we have the Muramana fully stacked from Ruler.
Yeah, that 2-item spike is very scary.
It is set up for Dragon. Do you have almost all flashes available? So only Duros who's down, so a lot of cooldowns to play with.
And this could have been sole point. Canyon
Itu
had
Gen G
just thrown a
gak ada
flag
tank
at
sama
the first
sekali loh.
dragon.
Oh, Clay's low. He needs to recall, I feel, so he can get his TP in.
Itu Mad Kucing belum dikubur kayak kagak
Deal with
mati
that. Drop a
dia.
flag on him.
Maybe don't.
Iya gak sih?
All that damage.
It's a little
Masih
bit
anget.
frightening, isn't it? As now Kellen's kind of by himself,
this
keen
is-
to move on forward. Could just flash on him, but Raptor, he comes on over. That is going to be the Drake to take him
Keen?
down. But now Keen is kind of by himself. The rest of Gen G
Keen?
moving over. Teleport in from Vikla. They
Keen?
think that they found
Keen
the
no flash?
crocodile.
Kin no
Let's
flash,
see whether Vikla can
Vikla.
actually get anything here. And its
Enggak
answer
deh.
is no, not
with
for the
that
moment.
mid tower up, it's really hard to see an angle. And the wave's just going to get cleared out before it even hits it. So the TP, I feel like maybe a bit overforced. And the problem is, right, they have Chovy here up against Clear.
Ya,
Look at Clear's
selamat
inventory.
datang di matchnya Gen G, di mana tim akan melakukan farming selama 40 menit.
Changed. It's no longer a mix. It's now all armor. So he is taking a lot of damage from this Azir. Also, we see Diablo use the barrier just to not have his recoil.
Coffee bikin build itu lagi,
Yeah,
Wak.
that's very cute.
Apa nih? Riley sama Nasor
to make sure that he doesn't miss any of the creeps.
Dragon picked up, and I feel like the point you made before
Coffee
about the flag,
main tank
stealing
Azir
that
lane.
earlier Dragon, very relevant right now.
Yeah, it's feeling really detrimental because it's bought Gen G that extra 5 minutes
Tuh,
of
tuh,
time
tuh, kan
in
ada
this game.
kristalnya tuh.
That they
Lihat ya
don't
kalau
need
di
to worry
hit,
about a
kalau di
potential
hit. Tuh,
soul.
sekarang
I
ada
mean, it's so
gituan yang
annoying
gampang
that Clay
ngepush
just
sekarang.
switched to the other side, and he's having to deal with
Ini juga nih,
Azir
nih
again.
ntar kalau di hit
Doesn't
kristalnya
want
pecah,
this.
nanti
They look-
tumbuh
they
lagi
just recall
kristal.
Vikla, and he's like, guys, I'm coming. I'm trying to
Disebutnya
answer
apa
the
itu?
Azir. He keeps moving.
Well, Clear is now going to move on down. Let's see whether he can find the angle as there's the man drop. Canyon moves in, the all-out onto Chovy. He's taking so much damage, and down he will go. Canyon now finds himself in trouble as
Chovy
Keen
just
gets
died.
closed in by the bottom lane. Ruler is in base.
Canyon-
Duro's desperately
Canyon
trying to help
died.
out, but they've lost 2 already, and B&K fire back.
That's one way to answer the Azir. Just kill him, right? Chovy goes down. Oh, not use flash, not use dive top, and Vikla maybe in trouble.
Yeah, phosphorus bomb.
He's the
Oh,
What?
he would have gone in. He would have
Kayak gold
definitely
di
gone
tower.
in.
Kalau gold di tower kan bukan buat ngepush kan, lebih ke gold gitu. Kalau kristal ini, kalau kristal ini enak buat ngepush kayak demolish gitu.
Position has the wild growth, uses it as the polymorph onto Ruler is
Cok,
there.
Gen G kenapa,
Oh, the
anjir?
spear barely missing, but look at this. They're bobbing for apples underneath this inner turret. Ruler is just
Coffee
dead.
pakai Azir loh.
Perfect execution comes forward. The turret finishes off Vikla, and Kellen is really dead. Kane is going to survive. That was a little comical in the end, but I'd say probably, we'll call it a moot point.
Yeah, he really tried
Chovy
Kellen to get that
Azir loh.
kill in the end. Keen, the final survivor there, a bit too hard to take down. But
Ini
this is
kah?
very scrappy.
Terus next games
Clay
main
going in here. You
Oriana
have the
gitu.
backing of the Pantheon.
Biar
I think
Hex.
Chovy just kind of realized Flash Stun doesn't give him a chance to do anything really. And
JJ
he ends up
kenapa,
saving all of his
dir?
cooldowns. But Canyon also just dies pretty unceremoniously. And then here, Ruler and Duro are taking this more dangerous route and get jumped on. And they try and turn the damage back around, but Raptor has the backup
Chovy
of
bukan
Kellen.
faker, tapi tetep loh. Dia tuh top 2 Azir gak sih Chovy teh?
From Ruler, and here Vikla just, I think, misses the R2.
Diketekin Vikla kocak.
So I think he had to
Do you
follow up there with
understand?
the R2, or maybe the R2 did hit him. But either way, Keen
Kalah
survived
sama
so
Vikla
long
tuh kayak
and kills Kellen. So
It was actually just a call to meek. I thought that he
imagine
picked up
lost to
Saradago somehow, but he
Vikla.
did not.
Oh my god.
And did just get
No
culled.
offense, but
yeah,
it's
so
freaking Vikla.
hectic, but still I think kills.
Oh, Chovy's just decided he wants to kill someone, but that's a great wild growth onto Diablo. Kellen, he knows where his bread's buttered.
That was, yeah, perfect wild growth. I think certainly Diablo would have been dead there if not for that cooldown preventing the engage. And it's a shot, you know, didn't have to be in the flash as well from Diablo. I think it's
Gen G
important.
Wait a
Baron?
second. Are they just going to tidal wave to interrupt the back and then take Baron off the back
Bro,
of it?
just hit the Baron.
Baron
crazy.
takes
Surely
a long
they can't do
time.
that.
This is so risky. This is so
Duh,
risky.
sumpah ini.
Raptor can get in the pit as well. He has ult.
Aduh, smite
Yeah.
ya.
Well, Diablo is not quite there just yet, but he might be able to get there in time for
Lu
the fight.
ngapain? Gak usah, aku udah punya ulti. Jalan aja,
But the
Raptor!
Baron is down to
Aduh, Raptor
5,000.
ulti.
All right, in comes the Pantheon.
Aduh,
He
no
dives
vision
on
kah?
top of the
Anjir, si
bubble, is
Raptor
waiting for
kepancing,
him. And Raptor is
cuk.
going to be eviscerated. The Aegis is not quite enough. Empress Divide hits the
Awas,
air, though,
awas,
and now
awas,
Vikla,
awas,
it's
awas,
his turn
nice,
to
nice,
start
nice, nice.
something. Diablo's shown up, though. They're
Awas,
trying to
awas,
peel
awas,
for him.
awas.
Into the back line
Dapat
goes
Baron dia, anjir.
Lawrence. Oh my
enggak.
God!
Wah,
How
wah,
dare you
Canyon
do
tai.
it again, Canyon?
Wah.
Diablo is going to be able to kill him, but
Wah,
my goodness, they keep
itu
3
tim
Barons
fight
on the
apa, anjir?
table and save the play.
Wah, si
Look at his
Canyon.
shaky face. Look at his face. Oh my God, Canyon.
I think he got it with his
Canyon.
Q. I think he got it with his Q.
I think he flagged it.
Wah,
I think he
Canyon,
flagged it
No,
again.
I think he got it with his Q. We'll watch again, but I think he flagged and it didn't die and he Q'd over. And that's what finished it. We'll see the replay.
right.
So, we see the Raptor just gets eviscerated. The great bobble on his landing. And then here,
Itu pakai bendera lagi ya?
force them out, zone
Sumpah,
away, and
pakai
then
bendera
decide
lagi
to
itu.
focus it down. And then he flags now.
Pakai bendera
it was
lagi
just a
aja.
flag, right?
Actually did 160 damage with a flag.
It was just a flag, right? Oh my God, there's no... He can't
He cannot keep getting away with
That's
this.
insane. That's actually insane.
Oh,
Kenapa
we
dilanjutin
really need
Baronnya?
to send Raptor some
Bener
flowers
juga
or something like
sebenarnya
that
sih.
after this.
Canyon masih hidup sih. BNK salah sih. Lanjutin Baron salah sih BNK ya.
So tilted.
Lu jungle lu mati
Oh my
kocak.
God. Okay. Yeah, Duro's like, you're on fire today. What's going on?
I would be so tilted.
Makanya,
I
makanya
thought
pakai
he
smite itu.
queued and that's what got the kill, but no, he just got with the flag.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Just flag.
hit.
Just like
hit.
that.
Well, we've got an out
So,
of turn
just
falling
like
on the top
that,
side of the
Gen G
map
gonna
in
win?
trade for this dragon.
Again?
It's going to be second here for Gen G. Should be the first.
I've never seen a 2-3-2 job and be so clutch.
Yeah. It was kind of like the 0-7 Pantheon from Sponge the other week.
Yeah.
BNK still have a decent advantage, but it's only 1,000 here at this stage of the game. Yeah, Raptor. Oh no, gets caught by Canyon. Does trade a fair
Yang kayak
bit
gini
of damage back.
kontraknya
Has
udah
to
5
flash to
tahun
get
ya.
out of the Cataclysm.
Nggak tahu aku kontrak
how do you
Gen
get
G
out
berapa
now?
tahun.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just going to get knocked up by the Flag
Aduh,
Dragon. Now
Raptor
looks to try
nyangkut,
and turn
Cuk.
it because he knows there's no way out. And yeah, Raptor is all out of sorts.
Raptor
And I
is
do not blame him
tough.
after what has
Holy
happened.
shit,
There's
Chovy.
another wild growth to interrupt Chovy. But he doesn't use the Emperor's Divide, just has to wait
Kalau
for
nge-kill naga
another
untungnya apa?
shifting sands. He will be able to make
Efeknya
that play
macam-macam.
again before
Kalau
Kellen can
Mountain
respond.
Drake
There's a
itu
crocodile on the
defense,
That's always very
yang
scary.
naga gunung, ada naga
Right, now the
ada
Baron
naga
is
air,
going to help
nambah
empower these
shield,
siege minions to be problematic.
naga angin nambah
Vikla is
movement
pretty
speed
scary,
kalau
but
nggak salah ya.
this is just kind of like a freight train moving down the mid lane.
Naga api menambah
My
damage.
goodness, are Gen G going to win this off the back of 2 flag steals?
It's
That'd be
looking like
so unfair.
it's just.
Oh no, Diablo is able to dash out of the way. Chovy here. Oh, the Arc of Ruin almost kills him. Has
Naga
to flash to get out
Bearbrand
of the way.
meringankan
As Vikla
sakit
dashing
usus.
on top of Canyon now. Oh, okay.
Where'd he go?
Hunts him
Vikla!
down where he stands. Now Raptor looking for the
Okay,
angle.
okay,
Dives on
okay.
top of Ruler, but buffers
Okay,
the
okay,
Valkyrie really nicely and now spacing it
Awas,
out
awas.
as best he can. The
Chovy,
flash from clear,
Chovy,
but Ruler has
Chovy.
already taken down the Pantheon. Diablo's also doing the same thing on the other side of the fight though, and
Chovy.
Ruler is dead. It's the kill going over to Vikla, and who else was going to save the day? Obviously this man on the Akali, as Gen G. Duro does have a little bit of redemption here that he's looking for. Some supportive combat is what he really wants, but Diablo is unfortunately
can we
an
stop
80 carry,
chasing? Can
so
we
he
stop
has a fair
chasing?
bit more damage.
Can we stop
There we
chasing?
go.
Stop
Bubble's not going to
chasing!
connect. So Duro, I think, may buy some time But the
lot of time.
Slurkle
Nice.
is able to
Okay,
slow him up.
nice.
That's what the
Well.
SL part of the Slurkle is about.
Yeah. Does buy a lot of time, allows everyone to respawn. But to be fair, there wasn't many objectives to take on the map anyway. But this felt personal from Vikla. This was like, you've been messing me about a little bit too much. You used the flag for poke, for vision, I don't know. But he paid for it.
God.
That's a lot of damage from the Akali. And then here, this was messy because Ruler's doing a lot of damage at this point, and Raptor realized that and was trying to like stun him, but was tentative with it and paid for it.
And Diablo just flashed on Chovy and murdered him.
Yeah, Claire doing a great job, honestly, of stalling out there.
BNK
And this was
strong as
yeah,
fuck
We didn't
sih.
need to watch
Chasing a fish.
Ini
through the
roster,
river. Not
sumpah
best.
kuat banget ini roster.
Unless you
Kalau
are
bisa
also
gak
a
usah
fish,
diobrak-abrik
you are
sih ini
going to
rosternya
have
BFX,
or a
sumpah.
seal.
Yeah, you
BFX
noticed that
roster
brought
is
him
like
when he got back
perfect.
to
This is
solid
like
land, so that does make
prime
a lot of
dumb
sense.
one.
There it is. All right, BNK now with control back in their hands, but not exactly a gold advantage. As oh my
Sumpah,
God, Vikla does so much
BFX tuh
damage.
kayak prime-nya
The stun
Damwon,
not quite
sumpah.
going to be enough here as there is the Dominus. Perfect execution to get him out
Kecuali
of there. Oh, the
jungle-nya.
bubble! Connects onto Raptor, goes down to the GA. There's the wild growth onto Canyon. He should be
BFX,
going down to his
BFX,
GA as well.
BFX.
But the Pantheon is going to be
Awas,
locked
awas,
up.
Azir,
Gen G
Azir ada
are
ulti,
going to
awas.
be there to save their jungler. BNK gonna get slowed down on this
Azir,
push. Is Chovy
awas,
looking for a wrap around Vikla.
No.
Yeah, he tries to go into the mist and actually does get out of the way. Ruler is dead as well. And Diablo survives.
Cuk, mati
Chovy is
semua
still
ini sama
there, though,
Chovy,
at
anjir.
full health, and Keen is just
Just,
teleported
I don't
back
know,
in.
I don't know,
Clear
just
realizing that he just
run.
needs to make sure that
Run.
everyone has a
Okay,
way out the polymorph.
okay,
The
okay,
flash from
Kellen,
Kellen
okay,
and the
Kellen,
DPS.
okay.
It's
Wah,
not going
anjir,
to be there.
Chovy.
They
Wah,
wiped the
gila.
floor with the two carries, and Chovy sacrifices his life for it. I'd probably say that
just
one's worth. It's now clear. It's still pretty deadly. Kellen
Gak mati loh,
just trying his
gak mati loh
very
itu champion.
best
Gak
to
mati aja.
defend as he
Gak mati itu
sidesteps
santai.
the bubble. And now
Woi.
Clear looking to get on top of Dura. This could be the angle. Another shield, and he hits again. Dura goes down, and Keen will finally take out the top laner, and the polymorph just comes back off cooldown. I think Kellen wins this kite, by the way. I think he just stops him from walking. Oh, never mind. He closes the gap. But now Raptor moves in. There's the movement speed. Dominus is back off cooldown
Fuck
again,
out.
though.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, I don't know whether Raptor wins this one. But Kellen is there. He's got another wild.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
Go,
this game is
just
silly.
nice.
You know what I said? How last series was two teams looking for the first win, and this is two series
Anda
trying to
dukung
stop their
JJ apa
first
BFX dah?
loss.
Lupa
It's
aku
just
dukung mana
same,
sih.
different shades,
Oh, it
same
is.
color.
This is the thing. Yeah, you're right. You say that those things are different. They're not.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. My LCK is pure balance.
I was kind of focused. You know, there was like Chovy looming on the flank, and
Kesante
then Ruler
aja
trying
sih,
to go
haram
in.
banget sih kesante sih.
Diablo just absolutely slaughtered him, and it got
Sumpah.
so close.
Itu nyawanya sebesar
Jim going down, he
seujung
slides in,
kuku
gets
masih
knocked
hidup
off,
loh
and
itu.
then Kellen just getting the shields in.
Oh,
Orang
man.
hitam
Kellen
itu
actually
lagi.
front runner for POM. As all right, in comes Raptor once again.
Cok, si
Take the
Raptor.
bubble to the face.
Untung kagak mati lo ya.
Oh my God, the all out. Okay, well that's sushi for you.
Okay.
I'm telling you one thing, right? Kellen is definitely putting his mouse over the portraits to put those shields on.
Oh, he is.
Because when it's getting hectic,
Si
he's getting the shield
Raptor
on the right
sumpah tadi
people
hampir
every
throwing ya
single
Raptor
time.
ya.
Honestly, POM material right
Yeah.
there. I know it's the year of Vikla,
Jungle-nya
but maybe
ada
it's
sedikit.
actually the year of Kellen.
Jungle-nya kayak
Okay,
kagak
they're
pengen
gonna
menang dah.
dragon. Raptor is
BNK.
very low. They don't have a support.
BNK kayak jungler kagak pengen menang. Ini kalau ke sampah lagi aku ngamuk sih.
Reset it, reset it. Okay,
Raptor.
Raptor goes in. Let's see whether they can kill Canyon.
Oke, nice
He
try.
connected the backflip and they create the space.
Kalau ke sampah lagi
There's another
aing
shield for
teriak
Vikla.
They're
sih.
gonna go Baron. They're gonna go Baron.
Wait, this should just be Baron, right?
Okay, yeah, I think they.
Nami
they
mati
gotta
loh.
let it go.
Hajar
They
nggak
gotta
sih?
let it go.
Yep.
BNK?
I don't think this is going to be the winning fight.
They read the patch notes. It's not with
Atau,
as much gold as
BNK?
they used.
And Grand Starfall
Anjir,
on
gak ada
cooldown.
vision.
Raptor's
Gak
not
ada
gonna be able to
vision.
make his way in. Diablo hits level 16. They are going to be around to fight again. 9-2 and 2 on this unit.
Hiya.
know
That's
what?
it. That's just free
I'm a
bearing.
glass half
Cool.
full kind of guy.
All right.
Macro
Canyon can't
diff.
steal a Baron if you don't contest it.
Hey, true. There you go.
Yeah.
No
Macro
more
diff.
sadness for Raptor.
Welcome.
Yeah. This was just
Ah,
kind of brutal, kind of visceral, just
Yeah.
kind of mean.
Yeah.
You know, kind of mean-spirited even. Just
I've had those
that
kind
was
of games
that was
before.
macro diff,
yeah.
right?
You know, you're that squishy support. You're just trying to have a good time. You're trying to buff up your AD carry, and some level 18 top laner just says nope.
Yeah. Soon to be level 19.
Yeah.
He's very, very close to that. Keen has already hit that mark. as this crocodile is kind of getting out of control. Does have 4 items now done.
Yeah, Diablo has a lot of items though too.
He does.
Also, we have the Happy Hat on Vikla, so...
That was
dear.
second Baron
So you would
for
say that
Gen G,
Vikla is
by the
probably
way.
having a good time this game.
Oh, Vikla, be very careful.
Oh, we are watching him have a very good time.
Does he
I don't
have
think
to
we
be
should
careful?
fight. I don't... Fikla, I don't think we should fight.
Almost.
Fikla, I don't think we should fight. Fikla. Oh shit, of course.
He's going to use it.
Okay.
Oh my! The rocket
yeah.
connects.
Yes.
And he would have been redeemed anyway, as they're winning
Yes,
the game on the other
yes,
side.
come on, end the
Yeah.
game!
Well, I say
End
you
the
need to be careful,
game!
but...
Balapan,
Baseman's
balapan!
probably gets
Balapan o
won by
Baron?
a double siege minion Baroned up lane.
Yeah, Baron's pretty good.
Lawan
at
Baron. Bro
Yeah.
berpikir
And,
bisa balapan lawan Baron
Good
anjing.
Corky is kind of good at destroying structures. They just have to run the whole way.
Bruh.
Teleport in from Chovy.
Bruh.
Wait, is the game just
Bruh.
over? This is the stupidest
Bruh.
way for this game to end.
There's no way.
No,
Bruh.
there is no way. They
No
are not allowed
fucking
to do
way.
it like this. All
No
right, teleport
fucking
comes
way.
in. It's going to be a
It's just
5v5 in the B&K base. Wait, make it a 4v5 as Vikla is up in another 20
Bruh.
seconds. B&K are making
Jesus
sure
Christ.
that Vikla is going to be as close as possible. Canyon is wrapping around for some reason.
Bruh.
B&K need to try and
Okay,
stop this.
santai.
There's the cue
Okay,
to bring them
okay,
all back. The all-out
okay,
brings
okay,
Kane
okay,
in.
okay.
I'm not
Oh, we're gonna
entirely sure
Baron.
about that decision. As Clear is absolutely gigantic. There's the knock-up from Canyon as B&K's help are just being destroyed. And the massive crocodile
Okay, Vikla.
is going
Okay,
to chop
Vikla.
them all up. Down
Terus.
goes Ruler, but it's in trade for the
Okay,
Nexus.
Vikla. Nice
as
try,
Gen
nice
G
try.
steal away what is
Yeah,
one of the most ridiculous
nothing new.
games I've
It's
ever
just
had
Gen G
the
spam.
sheer
That's
pleasure
it.
of commentating.
They're downing
Nice,
kills
nice,
still.
GG.
They're still downing kills. How did it end like that?
I don't know. Daniel, don't ask me questions that are silly.
You know what? We don't have to worry about it. We're the casters.
Nothing
This
new.
is for
It's
the
just Gen G
spacers.
spam like usual. Let's go.
Break it down, Valdez and Wolf.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah,
guys.
this will be an easy one.
We don't-
There
we don't
it
have to
is,
decide
Gen
for any
G,
of
let's
this. We just have to
go.
witness it.
And we did. And you know what? I don't want it to make sense.
Ya, aku
I might
dukung
even
Gen G
skip the
sih.
space, so I know less. As Ruler
Aku sih selalu
still
dukung
did
Gen G ya.
40,000 damage. As my goodness, both of the carries on both teams very, very similar.
Oh, you see, they did get a gold lead right at the end.
Yeah, they
BTW
did.
kalau
Okay,
misalkan
it was a bit
game
like a
1
half-half
kalah,
though throughout the
biasanya sih
majority of that
pasti
one.
game 2 kalah
But what
lagi sih
rest of
BNK.
game, I just want more of that.
Biasanya
What we
sih
need
begitu.
is a B&K winning game too. I honestly think it's
Kalau-
possible though.
It's plausible.
Kalau misalkan game 1 kalah lawan JG
Oh
sih
my
biasanya
goodness,
udah
what an
ya, tamat ya.
incredible day it has been
Mentalnya
today, and hopefully
hancur sih.
2 more games are coming after this. We're going to go to a short break. When we get back, the Space are going to do their very best to break down what that was, and then we'll hopefully have more. See you soon.
Well, that was the game. Masih menunggu KD Tsukima jadi co-stream Gopur kalau sempat 1 Februari. Bisa gak ya restream Gopur, bro? Dikasih izin gak sih? Sama Lord Black Syndrome. Lagu BJMLC kan masih Sacrifice, Pak. Harusnya sih enggak ya. Dia punya lagu sendiri. Lagu LCK Cup. Enggak taruhan lagi kayak deh. Taruhan? Sejak kapan aku taruhan? When? Bro berpikir aku bandai taruhan? Katie tolong adopsi Diablo. Gak usah sih, BNK ini tim bagus ini. Kalau bisa gak usah dibongkar deh. Tapi kalau bisa itu sih ambil sih itulah buat Katie ya. Aku punya rekomendasi ADC bagus untuk Katie. Dogo. Dogo Katie sounds pretty banger, not gonna lie. Sudah saya mintakan izin ke Alexandrom dan dengan Sati di kostum seorang ada real kah? Cerita tengah Sati ya? Jir, pengen cuy. Real ini. Real apa borongan? Raptor jungle-nya ganti ma closer kayaknya lebih solid ya. Closer mid lane kocak. Ngintip LPL deh. LPL hari ini nggak ada match yang wow banget sih. Ini aku push rank. Jadi masih download resource. Kas, oh kas. Nggak juga sih. Kas sama Raptor 11-12 sih lah. Secara kertas ya startnya. I think Raptor doing just fine. Cuma kalau bisa dikurangin aja throwingnya gitu loh. Intingnya. Udah update emang. Kalau nggak salah hari ini rilis itu deh. Apa nih? Si apa namanya? Yang naga itu lupa namanya. Berarti udah reset season dong ya? Belum. Smolder. Jungler bagus di LCK dikit banget. Justru jungle yang bagus banyak di LCK sih. Bahkan Kanavi aja pindah ke LCK jadi aneh deh Kanavi. Reset Hamin 1. Terus ngapain push neng? Bodoh amat lah. Bodoh amat. Jika tidak percaya, saya sudah mintakan izin, silahkan ditanyakan kembali ke Alexandrom. Duh. Coba aku tanya deh, Ter. Awas ya, Ter, ku tanyain. Kata siapa? Hoax saja, malu-maluin. Gue cak. Ayo, Master Min. 3 win ya. Kagak keburu sih. Apalagi hari ini kita nonton turnamen LoL ya. Cukup kah waktunya, Rek? Enggak sih. Paling ntar kalau match udah mulai aku nonton. Ranknya off stream aja. Stuck rank busuk. Nah, aku sekarang chill sih, tidak try hard. Nggak AFK. Kalau AFK di report. Kukira lagi nobar janji. Lagi break. Nunggu round 2. Gabut. Kenapa suaranya delay ya? Gak tryhard aja hampir master, apalagi tryhard. Anjay. Enggak sih, emang segitu aja skillnya. Iya. Emang skillnya segitu anjir. Gak usah so tidak tryhard deh. Tapi main solo bisa sampai segitu sih. Ya boleh lah ya. Aku kan season ini full solo. Sekarang ya permanen band kah? Karena Guinsoo? Ya kayaknya kalau orang Diamond mah pasti pada ngeband Master Yi dah. Kalau di Diamond emang permaben itu ya, bahkan sebelum Guinsoo juga. Duh, aku blind anjir. Main Veigar aja. Ini papan kok lambat ya? Apa sinyal gue? Iya kah? Nge-lag kah guys? Dark Seal. Empowered ultimate ability. Her ability has to... Oh, that was interesting. Anjir, gak bisa pakai rune baru, masih download konten bangke. manual, setting manual. Dark Seal, ya Ring Storm. Terus itu sama ini. Ungu, timnya ungu. Nggak ada skin ungu ini. Kayak nggak main TFT, nggak susah, kagak ngerti main game gitu. Kayak game kompetitif yang kau mainin cuma MOBA deh. Veigar main kah? Enggak sih, tadi apa timnya nggak mau swap, jadi bingung aku pick apa, Veigar aja. Masih satu lobby sama Eme. Iya, sekarang sering ketemu Eme di Diamond. Tapi kadang ketemu GM juga sih kalau lagi aneh-anehnya. Kalau main tengah malam. Lawan ya Suwo ya. Ini kayak musuh bot deh.
Welcome to Wild Rift. Suffering awaits.
Mapnya keren. Ini temanya apa? Spirit Blossom.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, the map is kind of cool.
What's black and blue and is about to show you the definition of pain?
Ionia.
Yes.
This Yasuo is weird.
Even death trembles in my presence. It's only a short way. Is that a short joke? Your soul will come to serve me. Stalking prey again? I can see the fear in your heart.
Ada apa itu cowok? Nightbot siapa sih?
Your commands tire
Itu
me.
bot itu mah. Alright, that was easy.
Danger. Retreat. Retreat. Wind zone has retreat.
Berisik amat.
The magic. It calls to me.
Satu F lagi
I
ini.
will swallow your soul.
Balik.
Ally slain. Your commands tire me.
Kayak pernah gak ketemu subscriber yang nyebelin atau random? Jarang sih akhirnya ini. Biasanya kalau ada ku kacangin soalnya.
Evil, stop laughing! Stalking prey again?
Perasaan ku tadi atau mapnya lebih gelap. Kayak lebih ke setting HP aku sih itu mah. Ntar aku kayaknya tahun season depan kayaknya gak main wild trip sih. Kayak bakal fokus ke PC deh. Biar ini juga kan kalau main low PC dapat sesuatu gitu, dapat ilmunya. Main wild trip kan dapat stresnya doang, ilmunya kagak dapat kocak.
I can see the fear in your heart!
Di channelnya apa sebelah kayak
Even now, your loved ones suffer!
di sebelah ntar aku naikin rank dulu dikit kali ya. Ntar kalau ranknya udah naikkan dikit aku pindah sini.
It's only a short way! Is that a short joke? Give up now! Yes! Follow your soul!
This is not good.
I smell death!
Gak jadi janji kalahnya. Tahu aneh. Kenapa split push dah. Si itu Benfek lawan Baron
Come to serve me!
aneh sih.
It's only a short way! Is that a short joke?
Musashi buat 1v1 enak ya. Itu bukan Musashi sih. Kalau di Wild Trip itu Yasuo.
Even now,
Terakhir kulihat ada yang main Wild Trip pacung. Seru kocak game ini aneh. Aku lebih demen lose streak di Wild Trip daripada win streak di Hawkam. Kayak gak seru gitu.
give up now! Your
Duh,
command
si Yasuo
me!
udah tebal tuh.
Even death trembles in my presence!
Yasuo kenapa anjir? Kalau aku sih mending win streak dua-duanya deh. Enggak, aku memang agak lain. Aku mending lose streak di game susah daripada lawan bot 24 jam per second.
You have slain an enemy.
To me!
Has slain the dragon.
App juga jadi EOS. Meme doang itu. Story-nya kayak bakal masih lanjut sampai 10 tahun ke depan sih. Sejujurnya ya.
Slain. Rampage. Your team has slain the Rift Herald.
Bisa nggak sih gua pancing? Ini bro. Anjir. Nge-crit sial. Dia bikin ini ternyata Navori first item. The hell?
Is under attack.
Yes!
middle turret is under attack.
Kirain gue leak bener, WR-nya baru soalnya, baru ya? Iya, Wild Trip mah tiap tahun ganti mapnya.
Attack.
Lo juga sih.
Slain. Enemy slain. Ally slain. First turret destroyed.
Untung bikin ini dulu.
The magic! It calls to me! Give up now!
Aku kayaknya skip Arknight deh, sama aja kayak Genshin. Cuma update grafik doang. Malas. Mas Dragon di Wild Trip dihapus. Kenapa dihapus ya? Jelek kah?
I smell death! Even death trembles in my presence!
Attack enemy bottom lane.
Holy shit.
Yes!
Musuhnya ngeri bos.
Ally slain.
Even now, your loved ones suffer! Is that a short joke?
Turret lost.
Tapi Enfield surprisingly gak panas meja HP. Biasanya gua random panas, beda engine sih. Aku mah nunggu tar udah rada sepi lah mainnya. No flash.
Enemy killing spree.
I can see the fear in your heart!
Aku malah kan baru mulai main gua kemarin. Soalnya katanya story-nya lumayan kan. Daripada main Genshin.
I am evil! Stop laughing! Your commands tire me! I will swallow your soul!
Enemy turret destroyed. Enemy
Daripada main apa tadi? Genshin.
attack the turret.
Did I say something weird?
Enemy rampage. Turret lost.
Duh, masa gak mati tuh?
I smell death!
Ally slain.
Give up now!
Enemy is unstoppable.
Yes!
Jasunya ganggu ya.
Ally slain.
Oh, udah mulai. Inado.
In game number 2. Oh, top laners finding one another. Clear doing the most damage in the game thus far. Never mind. Diablo doing the most damage in the game thus far. Hang on a sec. Vikla doing the most damage in the game. They're all doing similar damage in the game so far. Take it away, Orcs.
Yeah, that's that's the analysis that we need, you know. That's the sort of stuff I would just talk about. So you've kind of taken my...
I got a little carried away.
Yeah, I'd appreciate if you wouldn't do that, because now I'm at a loss. What do I want to talk about?
Why don't we talk about where B&K and Gen G have lane control?
Well, I'm interested to see this top lane matchup, because we've seen it very favored towards the Ambessa like last year, and it's been, you know, we've often seen the Ambessa picked in the Gwen or Gwen banned away. Sorry, Ambessa banned away when you want to go the Gwen. But there is this kind of this tendency that we've seen from some of our top laners to just ignore
Kin main Gwen. Aku
matchups.
Yeah, and also we
dari
have
kalau
seen
game
Gwen
1 udah
pick
kalah
into
sih
Ambessa quite a
udah
bit
nih.
so far this tournament,
Yeah.
which is kind of strange. Clear right now is making it look like Ambessa is okay in the matchup.
Yeah, Keen is trying to trade. He was level 1 into level 2. It's a little scary.
Keen's not scared though. He is not the kind of man who would give in to fear.
Yeah, maybe should have been a little scared there, but we'll see.
Fear is often useful to stop us from doing things that would put us in danger.
There's definitely some players in the LCK who I think could use a bit more fear.
Would agree.
Maybe Kanavi.
Yeah, I was going to say there was someone playing in the last series. I think everyone knows exactly who we're talking about. It's Chovy. Going to find a bit of damage onto Vikla here. He does get the phase rush, but so does Chovy.
Yep. Clay going for a little bit of a deep ward here.
And Keen is going to be able to pick up the majority of these minions.
Yeah, I think bot lane as well. Ruler's gone for the cleanse, makes sense into Leona. But it means that with Diablo having the barrier, I mean, it's already a really strong 2v2 with the Leona Ezreal. The power they have, if you land the engage and you have the burst from the Ezreal, combined with the fact that you have barrier into cleanse, just means you're really on the back foot, you know? Especially Rakan. I think Rakan is kind of uncomfortable into 80 carries with a dash. Because you try and land the W to peel, like if they're going in, you W to peel, they can just dash over it, or even just flash over it to commit to the kill. So, Rule and Duro just playing it a bit defensively. In the last game as well, they were on the back foot a bit, so...
Ooh, bit of damage there from Vikla towards Chovy, but I think took some in kind. So both of our mid laners are probably looking for a bit of a back, and as you can see, Minion Wave is going to meet once again. Chovy just wandering back because, of course, doesn't have teleport. Vikla can teleport back in, which is likely what he's going to do right now. Refillable now complete.
Keen found a good angle to
Di UA satu kali masih banyak benar-benar jadi naik turun kualitasnya mulai stabil pas masuk 2.0. Kiana, iya Raptor main Kiana. Aku males liat match Kiana, dia salah satu champion yang sering throwing itu loh, males.
That was a nice grand entrance from Duro to kind of stall Callan out, but you saw how
Tapi Vikla main Orianna sih, Orianna kuat banget sekarang.
I'm getting that cooldown. And now with the fact that he still has flash available, you know, you can E-flash on Leona.
Tadi match pertama nonton nggak?
It's pretty hard to pre-flash that as an 80 carry, so Ruler definitely has to be careful.
Yep. See whether he can. As good little block there. As Ruler is not going to be able to stop Diablo from going back home. Does make it there. And Kellen is going to have to wait a little bit longer. Clear was thinking about going for a reset. See, he still hasn't gone back to base just yet.
Yeah, so Keen's playing this lane really well because he managed to get his recall in and TP back, and he's kind of just trapping Clear in the lane. And any advantages Clear would have for the matchup are kind of being nullified from the fact that Keen got to back, got to buy a refillable, got to buy a Dark Seal, and so is just stronger than he should be. And now he's going to be able to get a reset off again. So I think this is kind of indicative of how, you know, Mastery...
Ruler unfortunately walking a little bit too far up. Doesn't have cleanse anymore because he has to flash to get out of the way. There's a grand entrance though, as in the meantime, there's Canyon finding the angle into the mid lane and takes down Vikla. Nothing he can do about that, and Chovy off to a great start. Now picking up the assist in lane and will be able to get rid of that entire minion wave.
Yeah, point and click CC, hard to play against from the Rise.
Oh, in goes Kellen one more time. As remember, not a lot of summoner spells left available here, only Duro's flash towards the bottom side, but Canyon's moving in. Diablo gets the information.
Yeah, will be spotted. Good scouting there. But yeah, Ruler just kind of walked up there, didn't expect Kellen to be there, and so ends up losing his flash as well. No flash, no cleanse. You are super scared as the Jhin here. And this is giving the confidence for Raptor just to start off this dragon. Smites early to help speed it up.
Yep, had a couple of charges, so should have access to that smite again. And hopefully holds on to it this time, so that he doesn't get Wind Becomes Lightning stolen. As Diablo, wanting to take down Ruler here, I believe took a turret shot, but avoided the deadly flourish.
Yeah, I think can play with so much confidence
Iya,
in his
kalau
2v2
misalkan
because he
kalah
has
game
that
1 lawan
barrier
Gen G,
backup.
biasanya game 2 berat sih.
We'll see this replay.
Susah itu.
Vic already chunked out a decent amount. And yeah, it's just the root connects, and it's like, I think all Vikla can do is just flash a little bit sooner before the root comes in, but
I think even then may have been dead. It's a tough one to keep up with. 400 gold now the lead for just Chovy, and Canyon with a bit of an advantage as well, even though Raptor is farming this one out quite nicely. Cheeky little pickaxe has been completed so far, but does want to get to that propane Hydra as quickly as possible, as Kellen is going to move up this mid lane to help get the shove. And so far, Gen G with an 800 gold lead, feeling like things are working like clockwork this time around. Less funny business in this game, which makes me a little sad as some needlework comes out. Clear, level 7, so does have the ulti if he wants to try and catch Keen, but he's not going to be using it. Now just looking for a reset. We'll be able to go back home. Can Diablo get the cannon? I believe yes, as Mystic Shot is one heck of an ability. That's going to allow him to pick that one up and stay ahead by just a little, as Gleaming Quill just barely goes wide.
I think again we're having a game a little bit slower in terms of pace in the early laning phase. I feel that's kind of just become how games are going for the most part, unless one team makes a big flub.
Yep.
But that early kill for Gen G definitely going to be advantageous. And still looking to see what Raptor can do on this Kiana. Just have the ult available now. I would like to see something happen bot lane, but Ruler's Cleanse is coming up again.
Yeah, Dura actually taking a fair bit of damage there as, oh, Kellen not quite able to follow with that
Kellen
Zenith
does
Blade.
now have the ult. Chovy's flash is also down, so I feel like that's definitely someone you could attack as well.
True. Well, Kellen was thinking about going for a little bit of a combo there, but Gleaming Quill going to connect. Dura looking okay for now.
You can see Kellen like kind of thought, wait, Dura's playing so aggressive. Is someone here? You know, put a ward down, get some vision set up. Canyon is somewhat near, but not actually moving towards the bot side of the map.
And this lane is very close for now. Clear and Keen, just making sure that they keep each other in check. Chovy and Canyon might be coming up to say that actually, no, it's not very fair, but instead some grubs are going to distract Canyon for now. Solar Flare doesn't find any joy at all. Battle Dance, able to get Dura out of the way, as in he goes once again. Kellen's in range of the turret though, and so does need to be careful. Still going to be surviving, but it's also that Raptor can get down here.
Yeah, they wanted the cleanse so they can go
Kalau
for this
2-0
play.
gimana, Kak?
I'll have that, but now
Boring
it's gonna
sih.
hold the wave.
Yeah, curtain call comes in. Diablo looking to try and block
Boring
this
sih
as he
kalau
does
2-0
bring
sih.
those minions in. Can Raptor make this one work as Chovy's trying to get on down? There's the flash forward. Sprint Blade down around the turret. And down they will go. Kellen tanks it up perfectly. And that is a clean dive for B&K.
That was huge. You know, Chovy was moving down with the Realm Warp, even Ghosted to try and get there quicker, but they just make the dive so perfectly played. Kellen making sure the cleanse wasn't there meant they could pull that off. And honestly,
Kalau
Raptor
Donald
landing the
kayak
ult
kemarin.
around the turret to get
Kalau
both of
bisa
them.
sih
That's exactly what you
2-1 ya.
want. First play from the Kiana going 100% perfectly.
Yeah, also got one of the kills as well. And you do want to snowball as this champion to stay relevant. Let's have a look at it one more time. And yeah, oftentimes when the supreme display of talent is this small, you're like, oh, not exactly the best value, but still connected on both of the targets.
Yeah, so they not only have to make this work, Chovy is gunning it. He ghosted and he was running down. They really did not have much time, and they had to exit and run back down the lane, otherwise he could have cut them off. So they managed to get out safely, and there's no counter punch, no counter play. That's the thing that feels even better, is when the other team starts to move to counteract the play and don't make it in time, because they're just wasting their time.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a compounding effect.
Yeah.
And 900 gold is going to be the lead here for B&K. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect day, the perfect week is on the table. See whether we can make it to 6 once again. As tomorrow, it's looking like, you know, the telecom wall could go all the way. There are some opportunities here as now Keen with some needlework underneath the turret. There's another one, though. Raptor is addicted to hitting turrets with his ultimate.
Nice
and it's
game.
working.
Chovy moving up, has the Realm Warp.
I believe Raptor may be dead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is going to be taken down. That's 544 gold going over to Chovy.
I did not see the outplay potential.
Yes, I did not quite see it either.
Guys,
Chovy, you know,
mau lihat
obviously
KD
missed out on the
aku gak
previous
main
play.
Veigar
This man
tadi?
is determined to show up and make things happen, but is losing out on a little bit of tower damage here in the mid lane.
Mau lihat KD aku
Wave
gak
going
main
to be taken
Veigar
out
tadi?
there as well as Dura tagged
So,
by this Mystic Shot.
Azim.
Diablo looking for some angles. Still doesn't have his first item complete. We'll have it coming pretty soon. That is going to mean that this Ezreal
lihat
is going to
KDA
be
gua.
pretty strong. As Druid can't take too many more of
Anjir,
these
quadra
Qs.
kill 18
Canyon looking to get that knock up onto Kellen. He does have the Solar Flare, connects it, and actually lasts a long time with the
Quadra kill lo ya. Duh, nge-lag lagi.
help of the Eclipse, but
Maaf, bentar, kok nge-lag?
the Eclipse, but when becomes lightning, enough to take him down. And True Shot Barrage sails by elegantly, but it's not going to do too much across the other side of the map. So nice little pick off here from Gen G. And they should now be able to turn this into a dragon of their own.
Yeah, also well played there by Duro for
Posisinya
dodging out of
masih
True
bisa
Shot
menang
Barrage,
sih
because he was the one
di
who was low
efeknya.
HP.
Ya nggak
I
sih?
think Callum was kind of looking for maybe a return kill there. Raptor fishing for something, but
Doesn't have ulti, so not quite going to be able to do anything here as Diablo lacking mana, but does have a tier stacked up relatively high, so deceptively
yeah,
able to use a lot of buttons.
I think Raptor's just fishing for fish. That's why he's in the river.
Got
So, won't find anything there. And now Clear has the Eclipse. Big spike for the Ambessa. So Keen, who doesn't even have his first time completed, definitely has to be wary. Now they are looking for Chovy. No flash, remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that was a flash from
oh my
Diablo
God.
and Barrier. So I think Ruler ulted.
Yeah, and Diablo took the majority of his health bar. As Raptor throws out a cheeky Q. There is a Trinity Force done for Diablo, but having his summoner spells just all
main
used
Ezreal.
Yeah,
means that the power of this item
tapi
spike feels a lot
ruler
less
Jin ya.
dangerous.
it's not ideal.
Ruler Jin sih gak ada obat sih. Hello? Kenapa nge-lag, cu?
Less dangerous.
It's not ideal. We've seen Clear gain a decent amount of ground in this matchup. You know, Keen
He's
was
2
obviously...
levels ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Keen's about to hit level 10.
Bener-bener dah. Ya harus 480 kuatnya.
In this matchup, you know, Keen
He's
was
2
obviously...
levels ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Keen's about to hit level 10, but, you know, we said the early game was going pretty good for Keen, but Clear's definitely started finding some momentum now.
Yeah, I feel like Keen has sort of been zoned out or something like that. Hasn't finished the quest just yet.
The channel
And
pusat.
Clear has had his done for a
LCK.
little while.
I mean, that's the thing, you know, finishing the quest slate has a compounding effect, but also the quest gives that big burst of XP immediately.
True.
Repres
So when he
stepnya.
does finish it,
Kalau
it's
di
likely
repres
that he
stepnya,
catches up just a little bit. That is a
muter
good
lagi
point, but
malas.
he's not going to complete it if he's dead. And that is what BNK are looking
Ini
to try and
Kim
make
di
happen right now.
camping
Just
loh.
completes it now.
Mati lagi. Mati lagi Kim.
Dear, Xenoblade
Ketahuan.
barely misses onto Keen though.
Question is, can
Still
you
in
make this
trouble.
happen
Wah, ada
before
Canyon.
Gen G come over?
Well, Canyon already here. There is the Solar Flare, and he gets in there.
Okay,
Sprint
that
Tower
was
comes down.
pretty.
Canyon is in position. Flash out there from Raptor. Gets out of the way.
Kenapa maju lagi, sayang?
Is now
Hai,
clear.
hai,
Needs
why?
to try and save.
Why we go
Raptor
again?
and Kellen already
Why?
down as the rest of Gen G make
Kenapa?
their way
Kenapa
forward.
tidak
Duro
lari?
with the quickness is there, but now Vikla turns up and brings the orb to protect
Why?
his Ambessa. The 2-for-2 trade in the end. Kind of okay here for Gen G as it was BNK going for that play.
Yep, able to mitigate it, able to turn it around. You know, Keen obviously gets punished under the tower, but... Oh, another Realm Orb.
Dear, yeah, Vikla in a
Vikla?
lot of trouble now as Shockwave onto only Duro as Vikla just doing his very
nice
best.
flash.
Does have to flash, but does at least have it to avoid death.
And the 80 carries are just continuing to 1v1 in the bot lane.
Just fighting one another, as I believe Ruler does have a Ghost Blade to build, so did want to go back to base. As we'll check this one out one more time.
They land all the CC, but Canyon able to get on them before they leave the tower, slow them down. Able to kill Kellen here, and then the rest of the backup comes in. Raptor's trying to get to the brush to stall the time, but just immediately blown up.
And Chovy is just, he's been cleanup crew in this game.
Yep.
And he has a gigantic advantage in that mid lane, 1.1k. Same can be said for Clear on the top side of the map though, as Keen has been relatively bullied in this one. And so BNK probably still pretty happy with the state of the game right now. It's a Chemtech Soul, Ox, Suspect.
Oh.
I need you to, you know, work on this.
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
that's our second of the day. You know, you get a pass for the first, but the second one, that's when we start to get suspicious. All right?
You know, if we are going to have the perfect week, we're going to have more games per day, which increases the odds.
Well, no. It increases the need for you to pay attention. Okay. As all right, Raptor going in. King could be in trouble once
Susah
again.
banget
He's
bunuh
going to
King
flash
ya.
to get himself out of the way. As now
Kelin
Kellen finds
mati.
himself in trouble as Canyon looks to turn it, and it's Ruler that takes the kill with his deadly flourish. Supreme display of talent, not quite doing enough, but is going to be able to peel, and Raptor slinks away with barely any health. Let's see whether Raptor can snipe something. It looks like he's not going to be able to. Doesn't have curtain call and is out of range of the
keren
deadly
loh,
flourish
BNK
this
bisa
time as Diablo
ngimbangin
moves over
Gen G, sumpah.
to his favorite 1v1 that will continue.
I feel like Canyon's just such a menace in these fights because so much of BNK Ferex is burst, is about that big
Diablo
engage,
lagi
and he's just kind of
prime-nya
getting
ini.
stuck into these fights and just they don't really have the tools to deal with him right now with that Sundered Sky. You see here, they kind of opt into a fight that they're not really keen on taking. Tried to ult Keen himself, and Canyon just jumps in and is like, okay, you don't have any way of dealing with me easily. Has the ult still to block all the damage from Diablo, and then BNK Ferex have to run away. Raptor just surviving.
Yeah, and the double circles, man. The Crescent Guard and the Mist. It's just so difficult to do damage to these top two Gen G players. I know they've killed Keen a couple of times, but it's going to get more and more frustrating as this game goes on, especially for Vikla to get anything done. Solar Flare, not going to be a good enough engage if you can just press W and be okay if you're the Gwen. So it could be a rough time as Duro, Celestial Opposition is going to pop momentarily. It looks like Rift Herald just going to be secured here by Gen G. No real options for BNK. It's Ruler taking a little bit of damage, but should be all right underneath this turret, even if it is relatively low. Canyon makes his way in. The orb goes down from Vikla. Gen G will be stymied for the moment. Rift Herald going to be thrown down into this mid lane to make sure that they have some control of this river. As Duro looking a little worse for wear. Raptor with that ulti back up yet again.
Duar.
All right, there's the snare as now Canyon looks to
Mati
try and
dong,
turn it
Leona.
onto Kellen. Does get the heal out though, and now they're looking for Diablo. Has that Crescent Guard running, but it is going to wear off. They're going to eat that honey fruit for the extra movement speed. BNK, once again, do retain some control. So Shelly not exactly doing what she's supposed to completely. Gen G will now have to try and figure out what they want to do to stop this dragon from going down, or just give it up and look for something else.
Yeah, Jovi moves up towards the top side. Actually, Realm Orbs there, so it seems they're not. Oh!
All right, Diablo trying to get it out of the way, and the quickness is going to come on through, but the tower is just dead. So
Fancy fit
the
by
prize here for
Diablo.
BNK. That's first of the game as well.
Bin from Gen G, Ruler binning Flash there to back away. We'll see a plate picked up there by Chovy, but I think BNK Ferex happy with how that turned out. Getting Dragon as well.
Yeah, teleport in from Vikla to stop this outer turret in the top lane from going down. Still, Chovy 1.3k the advantage, and is looking very scary. BNK thinking about trying to go for a kill there, but not going to find it just yet, is now clear. Fighting against Kane and still feeling pretty good in this matchup. Hex Drinker now just to help out. No
Malam
matter
ini
who he's going to
ada
be laning against
LEC
out
ya?
of these solo lanes, still going to be very happy
Aku
with
belum
that
lihat jadwal
defensive choice.
LEC malam
You know,
ini.
this game just still very even, but I just feel so concerned because a lot of the gold is on Chovy. He is very
Kalau
strong.
bisa Los Ratones
And
menang
there is just
sekali
that
sih ya.
Gwen, which even though she's behind, it's just, you know, any game that has a Gwen is just always a little bit concerning about what that champion can do later on.
Yeah, and I think it was, which Worlds was it? Or was it MSI? Might have been MSI.
MSI.
Yeah, Bin versus AS.
Yeah, that was the one.
Gets me every time. I struggle with Gwen. She's just...
Chovy rambut
brings
cepak,
up a bad
auranya
memories.
hilang. Keren kocak,
Keen
kayak
to see whether
Abi.
he can trigger some of that as this game goes
Daripada
on. But
mangkok
right now,
semua,
clear
rambutnya
2-0-1,
bosen.
actually having a very good time on the Ambessa, and she is also a very scary champion. He can get some snipes onto Ruler potentially in the backline, right? He's not really allowed to curtain call if he's able to see an Ambessa, you know? So there
Gemoy
are
gitu.
certainly angles
Nggak,
for
mana ada
BNK to
Chovy
play this
gemoy.
game out. Right now, Gen G
Gemoy mah
looking for
Canyon
Vikla,
kali.
but there's the dissonance as Supreme Display of Talent does go down, but Canyon, Crescent Guard, one heck of an ability.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent amount of damage on a Chovy, but he's quite bulky, so it's like not
Peter,
gonna kill him.
Peter.
Yeah.
Maybe like a shockwave follow-up, but you still need a bit more than that as well. I think that's one of the advantages of this top side of Gen G. Against a base decomposition, you just are bulky enough to withstand that initial fire that comes out.
Yeah, the opening salvo, as it were. Canyon now moving towards his bottom side as Kellen and Clear will be able to take out this turret. The flash forward there from Kellen. Solar Flare is going to connect as into the mist they go, but Canyon shows up at exactly the right time. Keen now trying to turn this as he has the needlework to get that health bar back up again. And the Realm Warp from Chovy to deliver him in. And now Raptor is going to show up. Kellen is likely to go down, but there is the public execution. True Shot Barrage is avoided by Chovy and Canyon beautifully. And now Duro with the quickness just says sit down. And Chovy will take him out.
Ako bisa botak
Huge turnaround there from Gen G and BNK Fearax, you know, they committed to the play.
Kalau misalkan Gen G menang World, aku
this is
botak.
not a good idea. They started
Kalau misalkan Gen G menang World, kayak dia botak ya.
Oh dear, Megacone going to be able to get
Selama 1 tahun.
It doesn't get him out of there. The bullets rain
Kalau
true.
misalkan Gen G menang
And
World, kayak dia botak
just
1
hits
tahun.
everything there with that curtain call.
Catat.
And that's 4 members from BNK Fearax dying.
That might have just been game.
Yeah.
Just that play. Because now Gen G can move that to this tower in the bottom lane. Top out a turret as well.
Avatar
Baron's on the
jelas.
map.
Orang
And now
kayak dia
BNK
streaming.
getting control again is going to be so incredibly rough. Plus they have a composition that relies on being ahead. There's a Kiana. And there shouldn't be, Orcs. I want to reiterate that.
They'll keep doing it.
I
Tahu
know they
bro,
will.
lihat kayak dia botak ya,
Yeah, so
why
here,
not
like,
ya
they
sih?
commit to the play,
Let's go to the challenge,
and then it
bro.
just feels like they quickly realize, oh, Canyon say we should back off. But I think if they just killed Keen, at least they would have gotten something out of it. And then they're like, oh, we have to back away. Okay. Oh, we really have to back away. And then they're like, oh, we can't get out. Let's just fight then. But it's like, I think if they just committed onto
Review
the
botak coba.
Gwen,
Yeah.
they
I
could
think
have, they would have
Ribet,
traded. They would have
ribet
lost
terus.
2 people, and they could have killed the Gwen. So it would have been a 1-for-2 trade.
And also, like, if Clear had of that, like, when Keen moved away and the Realm Warp came in, as soon as he sees the Realm Warp, just public execution the Gwen.
I mean, I feel like you should just gone for it earlier than that.
Yeah, or
I
even
think
earlier.
at some point just say, okay, we overstepped. We'll get 1 kill. We both die. 1-for-2. It's not the end of the world. But instead, you lose 4 members.
We're hindsighting anyway.
I mean, we are hindsighting, but also it's like, it just felt so, like, you already committed the flash from Kellen, right?
Yeah.
Like, commit to the play or
Oh dear.
don't
Well,
flash in like that.
there's a Realm Warp. Vikler is likely to die.
Kayaknya
He will be taken out.
mengerikan deh
What more
botak.
can they get? That is going to be the
Kayak
question.
aku-
though.
kayak
He
aku
survives
nggak
a little
ngerender
longer than I would have
kepala aku deh.
expected. Here on the top side of the map, Clear is still doing
Did
some
I
good
did I
work.
render my
But he's not
head?
going to be helping with this dragon fight that's happening in 20 seconds time.
I think that one, you just give it up.
Oh dear. Diablo slowed down. Deadly Flourish doesn't
I
connect.
don't
Now Kellen going to be the
remember
target
if
one more
I
time. Canyon is just a
render
raid
my
boss in this game. It's
head.
kind of impossible to do anything to him as Ruler with just a cheeky shot just nabs his 3rd kill of the game.
Kayak malah
Chovy
jadi
has
horor
the
ya.
item. By the way, as Diablo, still tagged by the quickness there. As, okay, Clear looking to make his way over and picks up Ruler. They might be able to turn it into a kill onto him. But
bisa
Raptor
nggak sih?
is
Bisa,
already
Cuk.
dead. Diablo,
Awas.
can you get the damage down? As he
Awas,
sidesteps and
Chovy.
Joey gets killed by Baron. Oh no! Still, Chovy shows up, and this guy has an entire bank worth of funds that he just throws at the Ezreal, and he dies. 6-0-3 now for Chovy.
Gen G is going
Actualizer
to win
doing some
again.
stuff here, just completely
Boring.
explodes BNK Fearax. I think this one, it's feeling a
Boring.
little bit done and dusted.
Oh, there goes the perfect week, Orcs.
Yeah, I think he had to shockwave
Boring.
as they arrive. Like, you have to preempt it. Because as soon as champions like
kira-kira
Xin Zhao
seperti
and
ini.
Rakan get a chance to move, you
Lebih
can't
ke
just go.
horor ya sih.
And here, yeah, Canyon is just very tanky.
He is.
I actually think the fact that they got the Baron involved kind of backfired here a little bit because he was contributing to the fight. He was using it to gap close so he could get to the Ezreal, and then he was flanking around and they just found the Kiana.
Yeah.
But I think the Baron was maybe...
The Baron then does kill Duro, though,
Yeah.
which is quite funny. Yeah. Yeah, Baron certainly MVP of that last fight.
Even with the Baron, still not enough for
No.
BNK Fearax. And Chobi's just so bulky.
Duro also just survives. Spring Slayer talent is not enough to take down the Rakan. As Chovy just kills a dragon. That is going to be 2nd for Gen G, evening out the Drake count between these 2 squads. Still some fight in B&K, absolutely. They're only 1,000 gold behind, and it's 24 minutes into the game. The problem is, this Actualizer Rise at 6-0 and 3,
kalau nggak mau boring mah
wielded by
nonton match
Chovy,
T1 aja
is
pasti rame
4,000
dijamin
gold
respect
ahead.
streamer.
Look, I know you're not
Real
convinced by
kah?
the
Real
Kiana,
kah?
right?
Yes.
But imagine,
Besok
okay,
aku mau nonton
if
itu
you're in a
sih,
situation
CFO
where
lawan
the players didn't have voice
Detonation
comms with
Focus
each
Me.
other,
Got it.
and
Besok
the
nonton
second
CFO
that
terus
Kiana
nonton
ulted
T1 lawan
the
KT
Jhin,
besok ya.
he started typing in chat at his jungler and saying, what are you doing? Why aren't you ganking me? And then as the Kiana ran around the map killing people, the typing got more intensive and they stopped focusing on the game. Then couldn't you see the value of the pick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it needs to work.
Well, this turret doesn't work anymore because it's just taken out. Wind becomes lightning there from Canyon.
Iya,
Goes down
besok
50% as Gen G get
Telekom
all
War
5
besok.
members here.
Banger,
As
banger.
Raptor slinks into stealth as Kane is just now looking for the bottom
We have
side. Clearly
banger
teleport
match
at the
tomorrow.
ready.
I do want to note that Chovy's 3 levels up on Vikla, and Canyon is 2 levels up on Raptor.
They Canyon gonna get delivered alongside Chovy as Sprint Display Talent comes down and Canyon is just dead. Mega Cone to split up absolutely everyone and Clear dives into the fight. Chovy able to take down the Leona, but the public execution to pick him up Diablo from over the wall, but Clear is just dead and Chovy goes golden. Keen able to tank it out, but it is gonna be the kill there for Vikla and they will be able to take him out there as now Diablo looking a little worse for wear. Deadly Flourish, good sidestep. And it is 3 for 2 in favor of Gen G in the end.
I think Chovy's just too strong.
Chovy is a bit of a problem, is he
I
not?
think he's just, I don't think he dies.
Guys, I think Chovy is the strongest mid lane right
Like, he
now.
killed Canyon because
Wow.
he just CC'd him before he ulted.
Shocking.
But Chovy doesn't have that problem.
Chovy is the strongest mid lane right
Canyon
now.
maybe had the pre-ult
Wow,
before they went on him, so they kind
amazing.
of just layered the CC and blew him up. And then Chovy just walks about like, oh, you
That's
guys have no
amazing,
CC
it's
left?
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just actualize all over you.
he just kind of walked at them and then gets the Seraph Shield and goes golden. And that means the Keen can then utilize the fact that they were distracted by an incredibly fed Rise to do some Gwen things on the back of the fight. Still does go down. BNK
Wow,
were able to at least
wow.
trade 2 back, but
I mean, it's
still
not
a
like the
1-5 Gen
worst,
G.
it's not the worst trade, right, in terms of kills, but it just isn't resolving their issues.
No.
And like, there isn't even that much
Game
of a
1
goal
harusnya
lead.
BNK
That's
yang
where I'm
menang
seeing
sih.
issue.
Well, Raptor is dead.
Game
It's like
1 yang
the
menang
goal
harusnya
difference isn't
BFX
that
sih.
crazy. We've seen bigger goal leads, but it
Sejujurnya
just,
ya.
the tempo vibes
Harusnya
are
game 1
so
yang
off.
menang
Yeah, they
11
really
sih.
are.
They're so off right now.
Man. I just keep
Harusnya
thinking
game 1 yang
to
menang
myself,
BFX
and I'm sorry to bring this up
anjir.
again. I just keep thinking that Kiana could be any other jungler.
Yeah,
Nocturne was available, guys.
Nocturne was available.
Well, Baron is not going to be available for much longer. Down to 7,000 right now as BNK looking to make their way in.
Apa
There is no
rencananya
smite
di sini,
available.
kawan? Kalian
As
tidak
now
punya
can Clear
jungle?
find the ulti.
Kalian tidak
Kellen's
punya
so
jungle?
dead.
What is the plan
Baron,
here?
they're just going to move back to it. And that one is just going to belong to Gen G here. BNK not wanting to throw the game at this moment.
Yeah, I raised the point in draft. One of the issues with Rise is that you really want
Hey,
your core
subred
3
betul
items.
buat T1.
and the
Kalau
problem is
Dorat,
it's
Confi,
awkward to slip,
udah T1
What
bisa
about the
juara
core
league.
4 items?
It's awkward to slot
Ya, aku
Zhonya's
juga
in
berharap
there
T1
before
menang
those
LCK
dragons are
tahun ini.
completed. But that problem's solved by just being monumentally fed.
Ah,
and
that
that's what
does.
Chovy
So
is-
just buy 2 third items at the same time. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that is what Chovy's opted to do.
That is such a smart move.
Yeah, he's because as you can see, Vikla hasn't even bought 1 third item.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's bought half a third item,
He should
which is
take-
not what he should have done. He should have bought 2.
Yeah, so you know, something to learn from, something to pick up for in the future.
Yep.
Tapi
You know what
sejauh
else is
ini
crazy is the
aku
fact
nggak
that-
lihat
and then we
ada
get
tim
the
yang bisa
extra
ngalahin
level from
Gen
the
G ya,
Ages.
seperti biasa.
But Chovy's out-leveled both the top
Seperti
laners
biasa
and the
sejauh
XP
ini kayak nggak ada
That
tim
is
yang bisa
kind of
ngalahin
absurd.
Gen G
Alright,
sih.
Sprint Display Talent is... I didn't see
Harusnya
it,
ya, kan?
unfortunately. Diablo's health bar is also
Harusnya
missing.
sih nggak
So he's
ada
gonna
ya.
have to go back to the fountain.
It's a little insulting to call it its full name when it just misses.
I know, but it is called its full name, and that's
Yeah.
Riot's fault. Okay, it's
Harusnya
not
sih
mine.
nggak ada yang bisa ngalahin Gen
It's the
G.
same as
sih.
when Akali messes up, and that doesn't quite work either. As Gen G going to break over the base in the mid lane, guaranteed, but can they also get the bottom side of the map as well? As Keen pushing that one forward. Duro makes his way over. First inhibitor will be falling down. This game is very quickly spiraling out of control if
Uff,
it's not
JJDK sih
already
banger
just
sih ya.
gone. Dissonance doing a little bit of work there as
Besok
Deadly
ya?
Flourish to hold on to
JJDK ya?
Kellen. He's died
JJDK
7 times
besok
this
tuh.
game though. It hasn't been a good time
7 times so far.
so far.
Lusa,
Thankfully,
Sabtu kan?
his scoreline is in that order as Gen G.
Oh iya,
He might
Sabtu.
just grab
Wah,
themselves a
banger.
dragon because it's there and then spend their
Sabtu Genji
buckets of
DK
cash.
itu banger sih.
Yeah, a lot of towers picked up, and they did make inhibitor towers with more money on the new season, so they are very wealthy.
They are certainly quite well off. All right, Keen moving up towards his top side of the map. As Clear might be finding him here.
We also have the Sid
DK smash
coming
sih,
out
ngaruh
from,
banget ganti ADC emang.
Ruler.
Kan ADC-nya bapuk
obviously a lot of
beton
shields
kemarin.
on Clear and from the Oriana. And I guess
Ganti ADC
Devil's
sih ngaruh
Barrier,
banget sih
so-
DK.
Yep. Some things that he can make use of it with. As Raptor, he found his opportunity in the shop. Hasn't found the opportunity to do winning in the game just yet.
Yeah.
I am clutching at straws.
Dan
Is
kalian
there
tahu
a
apa
really
kabar
little
buruknya?
nostalgia even called
Sekarang
Destroying Nexus?
ADC-nya
Did you
DK
find that?
ada di
definitely find
KT.
that That would be a really good one.
Shit, kasihan BDD sih.
We
BDD tuh
can guarantee
kasihan
that he
ya,
has
dia udah
not
nge-carry
fought that.
Is there
KT
a
sampai ke
Caulfield's Warhammer
final
instead? I don't
dikasih
think that
ADC
is
aiming.
That's a good one too.
Biji.
All right. Gen
Air
G,
madu
now looking for the
dibalas
last
kuah
inhibitor
Indomie,
that's left
anjing.
up on this map. As Ruler just taking pot shots where he can find them. Keen and Chovy pushing the rest of these waves in. B&K getting stretched a little bit too thin to make this one work. Super minions are getting cleared out relatively well with the help of this Oriana. And without Baron, it's a little bit harder for Gen G to get this siege to work, but they are still closing in. B&K going to be forced to engage. And Canyon so hard to deal with. Kellen will be able to find him with that solar flare, and the ulti is not doing the most damage, or sorry, getting the most value here for Canyon.
Okay,
As
Chovy
Shockwave
ketangkep.
connect on
Gas,
Chovy,
gas,
can
gas,
actually
gas,
kill
gas.
him. As easy, just going to kill Diablo instead. He gets thrown back by the Supreme Slayer talent. Needlework almost kills Diablo. He needs to get to the fountain as Vickler is just taken out, and the public execution is not going to land there from Clear. Silly gets himself into relative safety underneath these Nexus turrets. As Chovy looking a little worse for wear. These health bars looking better on the side of B&K than they would have otherwise been.
Aduh,
As now Clear
Ruler
getting
dia
cut
free
down
hit
where he
gitu,
stands. Diablo
anjir.
trying to get the
Itu
damage in,
Jin
but it is
loh.
not enough. And Canyon
Haya.
will be able to shut him down. Just not enough damage for B&K. And Gen G are looking to remain undefeated here in the LCK Cup, even if Game 1 was silly. This
Let's
one
go,
was a
Gen G.
little
Selamat,
one-sided, and
Gen
Gen G
G.
demonstrating
Ya, aku
that they
tidak
are
pernah
still on
meragukan
Korean
Gen G,
soil,
guys.
and they're looking pretty
Tidak
good.
pernah sedikit pun aku
I was
meragukan
thinking about
Genji.
the fact of
Let's
a perfect
go.
week, and I feel like perfect weeks are just so improbable
nice,
because of the
nice.
existence of Gen G.
Yeah.
You think
Do you
Let's
know
go,
why
let's
it was so
go.
possible this week, though? It's the year of Vickler, and DK versus Gen G are
Udah
always
sih guys,
bangers,
gitu,
okay?
gitu doang
I
sih
thought
hari
you were
ini
gonna
sih.
say because Gen G hadn't played yet.
Paling besok ya, besok banyak match sih. Besok kita nonton CFO terus nonton Telekom War. Wah, besok seru. Hihi. Oke guys, terima kasih yang sudah menonton. Jangan lupa like dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa di hari esok yang amat sangat sinema. Let's go. Kesimpulannya apa? Kesimpulannya adalah Genji akan menang World tahun ini, bro. Let's go. Ah, JDG. Emang hari ini? Emang JDG besok? Besok JDG lawan Bilibili. Jam 6. Pas lah. Woi, besok pas banget deh jadwalnya. Besok pas banget jadwalnya. Jam 1 kita nonton CFO, jam 3 Telekom War, jam 6 kita nonton JDG. Wes, besok sih cuti gua. Maaf banget bos, lebih penting sih besok sih. Besok sih cuti bos. Maaf banget ini bos. CFO jam 1, KT jam 3, JDG jam 6. Oh my god. Beli cemilan sih besok. Terima kasih infonya, besok banger sih. Alright, terima kasih yang sudah nonton. Sampai jumpa besok guys. Bye bye.